Are we live? Are we live? We don't know. Only one way to find out, it seems. Also, yeah, we're seeing chill here. Are we live? Do-do-do-do-do. I think we're live. Let's see. Let's see it on my end. All right, definitely, definitely live to some people. I just gotta make sure. Go away. What the hell, zombie? Why is it not showing? Oh, yeah. More jar? Yeah, you know it. Maybe it's actually the page issue because I'm definitely seeing it like a notification. Um, yeah, yeah, there we go. All right. Okay, yeah, we're live. We're live. Yep. It's been a hot minute. All right, it's been a hot minute. Okay, it's been a good minute. I don't even need this. All right. So, hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Cat and Day? What's up, Zombie? What's up, Hex? What do you guys think? What do you think of the little what do you think of the little thing I did? The little add a little goober on the side, as you can see. Lagging? I don't know. Ooh, hopefully I'm not lagging. That would make me sad. Maybe it's just like because it's been a week, dude. It's been forever. It's been it's been ages, dude. It's been ages since I've streamed. Don't talk to me, zombie. What did I do? What did I do, bruh? Dude, it's been ages. What do you mean? Yeah, I came back, dude. I came back from the store, got the cigarettes, got the milk. Dude, I can't believe I meant to like stream a couple times before. Yo, what's up, Leon? But dude, there was just a lot of stuff going on. But there's even like a behind the scenes situation going on that you guys will definitely see soon. Um, all I'm really gonna say on it is like there was like this ZV thing that like I was kind of like dealing with. Um, Hold on. So is this an actual new leak or is this just the new interview that the op blog covered some months ago? You see, this was something that the op blog covered. You see, essentially, right? I was going to go over it. However, right? However, I got tired of just covering nothing but jar for 2 weeks. So we're gonna take a proper look at it because I did like say I would for you guys. And yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna definitely go over a couple small things I want to talk about. But yeah, quick quick thing to get over with. There was like some ZV stuff that was going on. I'm sure some of you guys have maybe even seen Lio stream going over the guy. I talked to the guy and he admitted to some stuff. So you're definitely going to see that plastered around all over the place. I'm not really planning to do like a deep dive because Lio already said he's going to make a video. And I'm probably just going to wait for the video to come out to go over it, to be honest with you, so it's well and organized. Because, I don't know. Hex, I say hi to your cat back. She is listening. Creepy, creepy. Hello, hello. Yeah, what's up, guys? God. But, yeah, I mean, what do you guys, yeah, I'm still emo, yeah, that bit's never gonna die. I'm gonna be so real. I really like look at this aesthetic. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, like you guys get to see it on the like bottom right corner of your screen. I really I really fuck with the aesthetic. I cannot lie to you. Like the emo thing, I like it. It's unironically, it's kind of grown on me. At first, it was like just a funny joke, but yeah. How do you keep this this man? He's stupid. On God. Yeah, I'll give her some pets in your honor. Thanks, Hex. No, but dude, I mean, I don't know, man. Like it's grown on me. What can I say? The emo thing, like I really like it. Stay emo. It's better than your normal blue nerd. Yikes! Not emo enough. What the hell? I totally forget that Thuman was supposed to post the video on the 22nd. Dude, I've been talking to her, bro. Like, she will post it soon. Okay, she will post it soon. It's just been some stuff, bro. Trust, and I will 100% go over it when she posts it. But yeah, as well as like I guess a couple other things I still got to go over in the future. Still that Gilded North video. It's not like I've been putting it off. I've just been kind of wondering what else to like tie into it. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, there's definitely that. There's some things I'm like working on as well. There's definitely some things developing. It's gonna be fun. Really, honestly, it's just gonna be fun for you guys just to see this all when it comes out there. Because I'm definitely gonna be going over. I got some friends working on some things, and I'm definitely gonna be platforming it to look at it because it's funny. Yeah, honestly, some great stuff in the mix. The only thing that I thought was just gay was that ZV thing. You see, I didn't even really like try to get involved with that, but ZV for some reason wanted to call me and admit to things, which it's like, okay, lovely. So it was like a 10-minute call. If you've been in the Cat Slayer, you've probably seen it circulating around. It's him like essentially like admitting to like the claims that Lio made against him, and the reason why he lied was just to keep his reputation. He lied for 300 pounds a month, bro. Ace spotted in a local hot topic. On God, we need a traditional goth ace next. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, J7? What do you mean by that? But you know what? You know what? Uh, whoa, what the fuck? That is an old contact. Uh, honestly, zombie, you'll definitely see. You'll see. Uh, God, what the hell? That I'm sorry, I just got like a random DM that I from a guy that I've had no plans in communicating with ever. God, bro, lied to stay at poverty level. On God, dude, like he has no morals. Like ZV has kind of been like a little infamous in the community for a little bit. He's already been like a controversial figure. Might as well just yap about it. Why not? ZV's been like a controversial figure in the Splatoon figure for like Splatoon scene for a while, right? And he kind of like tapped his toes in a commentary only like a few months ago, I would say. It was like the fucking what was it like? There's a guy that was like named like Nomus or whatever, and he like tapped his toes into that because he covered that guy who was just an overall degenerate and creep. And I had like some really heavy allegations against that guy that ended up like being true. Then there was what else was there? He like made a video on Rao, and I said I think that would actually be the stepping stone that put him more into the commentary space, at least more on the radar of everyone. And then like he was being like a schizo and being a weirdo around the scenes, trying to like do bits on streams, acting all funny and shit. But I think the thing that people maybe recognize him from most is if you know anything about Hippleton lore and the Joker call, ZB was the one who like made him go all Joker mode. If you guys didn't make that correlation already. Um, yeah, I mean, there was that, and then there was just some heavy shit that happened with him and Lio. And fuck, I'm still going through some of the stuff, but fuck me. I basically like talked to him about it. At first, he like lied to me. No, there's not another call bomb, man. It's just a call I didn't go over before. But yeah, essentially ZV, right? He kind of like lied to me, right? At first, and then a few hours later, he decided to be honest because yes, it is UTTP stuff. If you guys didn't know that, I don't really care to talk about those guys that much at all. But essentially, it was an allegation that like he was associated with them, right? And he was denying it, and then it switched to denying it to maybe I have a friend that's a part of it, and then it switched to that to be maybe I have a couple friends that are a part of it, to what he just said flat out to my face is that he was knowingly friends with at least 2 to 3 of them, and would like basically rant about people he didn't like, and then those UTTP people would target the people he didn't like because they sounded funny and like lolcow material. So it's in a way he kind of like sent that group after those people, and they went to the extreme, going dealing with like personal information and shit. It was a whole fucking mess. It was a whole mess. But yeah, weirdo and commentary, never. Yeah, when Hippleton says the ZV doesn't act the way about Ace, was he talking about you? Doesn't act this way about Ace. For some reason, I cannot explain it to you guys. For some reason, ZV likes me, and I have no idea why. I don't know what snapped with him. I don't know why he treats a lot of other people like shit, but for me, for some reason, he likes me. He'll tell me things about like himself, and like eventually, like when wants to make a confession, he'll tell me. It makes no fucking sense. It really, I have no clue. He's been like this for a little bit, honestly, any of our calls has been like mainly just like confrontational since anyways. So usually the little like pattern or cycle would be I'd hear something about him that's really fucked up. I'd ask for his side of context. He would give me a side. And then I find out a little bit later that he lied about it, and there was objective evidence I had to like prove that he lied about it. And then he comes clean when he's caught. So it's like it was an annoying cycle. I had the guy's been banned from my server for a while. The guy's just an overall weirdo and like just a troll in general. But fucking hell, like the guy, I don't even know. Like obviously, I know he has something wrong with him. It's essentially public at this point. Like ZV like has ASPD, right, which stands for like antisocial personality disorder, which I mean that was like found out a while ago on like an Aiden project stream or underground stream or Aiden underground stream or whatever the hell. But it's interesting and it kind of explains some of his behavior. But god fucking damn it. It's like he's definitely someone that probably, if I don't know, I'm not gonna make him sound like he's, oh, he's a scary guy, but like I don't know, if you don't want to like deal with shit, I just wouldn't even bother talking to him. Is essentially what I would tell you. What's up, the Linden Hour? But yeah, honestly, a lot of this stuff was like news to me because like I had no idea about like an allegation against like him being associated with guys like this, but it kind of makes sense given his behavior and how he like views things. I'm pretty sure there might have been a time that he said like he liked picking on nice people just because they were easier targets or some shit like that. But like the guy, fucking hell, the guy's a mess. I was in a call with him once and it was weird as fuck. Yeah, honestly, Zombie, like that's pretty much essentially the vibe people get. I mean, honestly, right? I already kind of like felt like the guy was like a weirdo, but I'm gonna be so real. I'm in the art community, so like people with bad mics and like degenerates are not, hard to come by. I kept a distance from him though. Like I mainly kept like a good distance from him. Never was like his friend or anything like that because it's like, dude, I don't trust him. Like he tried the friendship route with Himpleton, right? And then that led to Himpleton like, getting a little fucked over. Not just the Joker call, but something a little less known as like ZV like orchestrated another person to try to send a zip bomb to Himpleton. And they prefaced it like, dude, Slime Beast is like trying to dox you, Himpleton. You gotta click on it now. And then Himpleton's like, what? Hold on. And then he clicked, like, he was about to click on it. Luckily, right, he didn't get his computer zip bombed. But, God, it's, it's, I don't know, he did that to Himpleton, someone that was willing to give, like, a second chance, because he wanted to see Himpleton's reaction. He took advantage of someone's kindness so that he could use it against them. And it was for pure entertainment for him. That's all it is for him, really. It's for pure entertainment. That's what he likes. And it's like, it's not an uncommon thing to come by, but like, he's just an overall dickhead that can't be trusted, like with anything, which is why I don't really extend, like, see, that's kind of like where Himpleton partially fucked up. Because Himpleton told this guy personal stuff about himself, which it's like, rookie mistake, I guess, but you shouldn't tell someone like that your personal stuff. And it's like, that's kind of like what fucked him. That's kind of like what was partially why he went to like this breakdown. And literally in the Joker call, like, we all know it as like the Jonkler call. It's literally like both of them, like, there's like parts of it where they're both just mocking each other for being rape victims just because they shared that with each other. I don't know. It's a fucking mess. Like, this, I don't know. And I think like another thing, like I kind of like yelled at ZV for like a little bit ago, is they lied about being older than they actually were, which it's like, why would you even do that? Because there was a moment I thought ZV was 21, and then I come to find out he just turned 18 recently. And it's like, why would you even pretend to be older? I hate like when people do that. I know I had like a rant about this about like, Pumpkin the Gentleman last stream, but it's like, why do you even pretend to be older than you actually are? It's literally just a nightmare for everyone. There's nothing good out of it. Like, nothing good that comes out of it ever. It's my fucking hell. He's just autistic in the general commentary drama. It's his hyperfixation. No, it's not. No, it's not. My hyperfixation is not fucking ArtCom. All right, it does interest me, but if I were autistic, which I don't think I am, but if I were autistic and if I did have a hyperfixation, it would not be this. All right, it would not be this. All right, like it's interesting to talk about. It's something I do to also like it gives me some money on the side, right? And some situations are just genuinely interesting, right? Artcom. I mean, I'm gonna be so real, right? Artcom has a lot of interesting things happen. I just to be blunt, a lot of you guys are weird in this community, and covering that is kind of funny. Like there's a lot of funny stuff that happens here. Like again, like I will never forget the fucking like Dennis the Menace thing, bro. Like the Goblin Archives thing was funny as fuck. Dude, I've never been in a live stream setting before and then like someone willingly came out of my stream because apparently they liked horsecock. Okay? That that's not just something that happens, okay? See, it's a beautiful community I've formed where things like that are happen on the regular. It's amazing, all right? I have crafted a masterpiece. Oh god. They do it so they can get into adult spaces or they want to be seen as more mature, I think. I don't know, I never did that shit as a kid. You see, I mean, yeah, I think that's like honestly like the common reason of why a kid would lie about being older, especially if it's like, to make an account in a game that they like and stuff like that, but or I don't know, it's just really dumb. It is really dumb, dude. Like god, it's just obviously I can't stress that enough. And obviously kids are going to be dumb, but it's just a hassle for everyone else to handle. Like fucking hell. Dennis the Menace is staple. It's a staple on your channel. Dude, I mean, dude, just to name some fucking freaks, right? Dennis the Menace. Even though some of these people weren't on my streams, Brian Mullins was a crazy trip to go down. Fucking Mystic Mongrel was a weirdo. Fucking what was it? What was that brony? Fuck Dansburst, dude. That was a fucking trip down. Like that was a fucking ride. Holy shit, that guy like just genuinely made me like almost throw up in my mouth a couple times because it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Lumi A loggers were just like a funny moment. Who else I guess would it be like a notable creep? See, I don't know. I don't get too many creeps like on my stream. I just get more retards. Like fucking router and excellent, I would say. Ace is a cornball. No, I'm not. I'm awesome, dude. I'm fucking based. I'm not a cornball. Fuck you. Uh, I used to be friends with him. Needless to say, that isn't the case anymore. Who? Dennis the Menace? Lol. Dansburst Studios is an interesting case. Well, yeah, dude. That unironically, right? Dansburst was the reason why I also met the Op Block. And you know what? Funny stuff. Like great first impression. The guy is chill. I like the guy. But it's just kind of funny. It's really funny. Chris and Ark just discovered Brian Mullins. His reaction was priceless. Oh, lol. I was hyper fixated on Brian Mullins, and I made a hoodie about him. Dude, you see, what's really sucks is with fucking Brian Mullins and Mystic Mongrel, right? I try to set up interviews, but Brian was just a bitch, right? I got them added on Discord after talking to them on community post, and when I tried to get them in, they were just like, I don't speak English, and just boom, dipped, vanished, and it's like, oh, what? You clearly do. I've seen your videos. What are you talking about? Not to be heard of again. Left. And Mystic Mongrel, it's like we tried setting up a time and just boom, just nothing after that. It never went like anywhere after that. And it's like, okay, well that's that kind of sucks because that would have been interesting to like talk to some of these people because it's like I'm not saying like I'd be like overly nice to them, but I definitely would be civil about some things like a civil conversation to really pick at their brain if you will. Because as funny as it would be to be like, Brian Mullins, what the fuck are you saying about children? Right? Like, as funny as it would be, they would immediately run from the call. So it's like, I would like to, at least pick at their brain why. Fucking, what was it that Christmas thing? What was that Christmas? Fuck, I'm forgetting the name of it. It was a thing where they believed like every Christmas year, like parents ate their kids' behinds or something like that. I'm trying. What the fuck was that called? I can't. I can't remember it for the life of me. Yeah. If Brian turned out to be an alien, I wouldn't be surprised. On God, dude. Fucking hell. The Dansverse recording with him and his ex-boyfriend's the funniest thing ever. It's hard to believe that it isn't a skit. You see, I don't remember that one specifically. I remember like going through like the Op Block interview. I remember going through like the Beckett thread of clips. And like I know he like made like two different thread clips, and that was kind of like I think I saw that one last video, and then it just kind of like dipped. The roast game. There you go. The roast game. That's what it was for Brian Mullins. Fucking hell. Wait, was his ex boyfriend? I feel like I just missed a season. Lol. Dude, interesting guy. I still can't get over with like fucking Dance Burst, right? The thing that will always blow my mind is that they had a server with pedophiles, right? And obviously they were trying to like get better, so like they could still like act on their emotion and put them in the same server as with like actual children. And their defense for that was like, well, that's like saying I shouldn't have men and women in the same server because men have a chance of like being a rapist. And it's like, what? That's just not even comparable, especially if we're talking about an online setting. All right, like one, could definitely happen online. I don't know. I've never seen a case where there was an e-raping. Like, I'm gonna be so real. Never seen that happen. But my God, so it's just a stupid comparison overall. And it's like, obviously, them coming to you for help, someone who has no experience to help these people. And I think he just admitted that he was just reading some forums and threads to try to like, to try to help these guys. And it's like, it just he's not the right guy to do the job, and it's just way too risky putting these guys who are trying to actively work against their feelings in a server with what they're attracted to. So it's like, dude, fucking hell. Yeah, I don't know. Dan's burst was a memory. Ace, please invite more freaks on stream. You need substance. Look, dude, some of these, I don't know, some freaks. It's like freaks are not as funny as retards. And there are different. Sometimes they could correlate. Sometimes you could have two and one, right? But they're not as funny. Well, another leaked one. Goddamn. Nah, Thuman. It's just one I didn't go over yet. Sorry, Thuman. Misdirected you. Get mogged. Fucking hell. But yeah, it's like really, really interesting guys, dude. Really interesting. But I don't know. What was it? Like, I'm trying to remember if there was any other like people that just made me like, oh. How could I forget? How could I forget? North. North was like one of the most interesting ones, which is why I'm actually really open to wanting to watch that Gilded video. But you see, North was a very interesting one for me to go over because, I don't know, I've just never seen a case like that. Oh, wait, hold on. Hex. Oh, thanks, Hex, for the 2. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the 2. Donos incoming. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I mean, dude, North was an interesting story to go overall, because it's like you did something like really fucked up. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then he tried to say the reason why he wasn't going to meet up with them is because he was worried about someone raping them. It's like, what the fuck, dude? What the actual fuck? But it's like, I don't know, the guy is just a mess. I don't like him at all. Oh, thank you, Hex, for another 2, dude. Are you just trying to like meet my dono goal? Well, either way, thank you. God, someone sent Ace the clip of Dance Burst and his ex-boyfriend fighting over Halloween candy. It's too funny not to know. Okay, I did not know about it being over Halloween candy. Oh, yo, what's up, Zedge? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the stream will go decently. Just kind of yapping. Oh, thanks again, Hex, for another 2. Thanks again. I appreciate these dodos. They get me McDonald's. It's awesome. But fucking hell. You see, it hasn't been the same around here ever since, Ants had like a fucking addiction to chicken and like steak. I gotta like, meat's getting expensive nowadays and I gotta like pay for that shit. But fucking hell. It's, I don't know. It's like some of these people, right? I kind of like a fun era. Definitely a fun era. Oh, thank you, Hex, for the tail. I guess Zombie. You know what you could say, Zombie. As to your thing earlier for getting more freaks. In a way, right? I think ZV is that new freak. I'm glad I didn't get them on stream though. That would have been, that would have been annoying. But it's fun. I think Jar's gonna have a Tower of Babel. I don't know, on every commentary guy you include it in the next few years. He's gonna die. I've been like very consistent with this also. Oh, thank you. Hold on, before I answer that, thank you again for the other $2. Steak Man in emo space on God, bro. Dude, I just been yapping. This is awesome, dude. I just made like $10 and just did nothing so far, dude. Dude, now I gotta set another goal. What the hell? But yeah, as for like the jar thing, I am not convinced that they're gonna be gone forever. A lot of people have kind of like hit that with me, thinking like, oh yeah, this is just gonna be different, right? You see, he's gone forever because he fucked himself over, and it's like I don't know, right? Like he did fuck up. I think we could all admit that, right? 100%, duh. That's why we're making the content and videos. But it's like I just don't see it, dude. I don't see him leaving. It's like I don't know. I just don't see a conceivable future of him leaving for good. The guy is very spiteful and vengeful, and I doubt that I don't know if he's actually done anything to help it. If he has, maybe there's a chance of him leaving, but I just don't see it, dude. Also, I'm starting another goal. Dude, fucking hell. Thank you a lot, Hex. Much appreciated. Gotta start another goal for all y'all. Jar might put folders on chatters next. I might be on the lol. Oh, dude, my thoughts on like if I'm in the folder or not. I gotta say, dude, there is at least a 90% chance I am, because I cannot lie to you. This man is very this man's very interesting. All right, this man has, I think, like, what was it, like Diesel Patches went over it, right? Diesel Patches went over like some of these DMs that, because those DMs with Hippleton got leaked, right? And Jar was freaking out. Like, if you guys remember that stream from a bit back where Jar was genuinely like being scared and stuff, he freaked out in Hippleton's DMs, being like, "Ace is leaking our calls, dude. We gotta do something about this." And then like Hippleton's like, "Yeah, I know. I literally gave him permission to do so because we had that agreement and deal, and I honored and respected that agreement." But it's like, it's really funny because he has me like rent free in his brain, and it's really funny. He does not. He's been like kind of dodging me. He doesn't want to like go. Like, he doesn't want to talk to me. I tried like talking to him again. He's just been airing me. It's kind of funny. Did you see that Lio call? Probably not. I don't. I assume you're not talking about the one over the Cine thing. I think there's a new one, but I don't know. I haven't seen, if there's a recent one. I haven't seen it. Jar's not gone. He's uploading to his Power Scale channel. Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard about a lot of things when it comes to him. Also, let me check art tab. Okay, buddy. Okay, Zabi. Okay. Okay. Impractical Jokers fan, I see. Okay. I only heard about that stuff because of, like, I have a topic commentary friend that was talking about it. Yeah, and yes, it is Sam. I will name drop, get fucked. But, dude. Okay, but yeah, honestly, in that Lio call with Jar, right? Jar 100% said, like, he runs on revenge, right? He said something gay like that. And it's like, I just don't see a guy like that leaving the community. So it's like, I mean, I just don't see it. Your emo Riz overpowers his autistic Riz. Lovely, yeah. I mean, you want to know something too, though? You guys are not going to know this guy at all. But there's this guy named, like, Burn the World, right? And he is a small commentator in, the general commentary scene, or what you guys call the commentary bros. This guy had 2 calls with Jar, and he's kind of hogging right now. You see, he's holding back right now. He has a call where apparently Jar talked about, right, he called Himpleton a disgusting Jew or something like that. And because of that one fact alone, I desperately want that call. And then on top of that, right, Jar also apparently talked about having an addiction to Gardevoir porn. And it's like, come on, dude. I want that. Give it. Give it. Give it now. Mr. Ace, I did not order this yapperoni and cheese. Okay. Look, I don't yap. Okay, I simply discuss. Okay. Jar is apparently talking about like a secret 4th channel or something like that, where he's like interviewing people, which I'm very curious about, like, at what angle he's gonna take that. And for some reason, Burn was one of them. I have no clue. I really want to see that call. It sounds funny as hell. But it's a call that's been lost to time, I think, which kind of is sad to me, is there was a call with Bo Blacks and Just a Robot, and they were both giving each other advice on how to do better in their careers. And I really wish that was recorded, but like someone checked with Bo Blacks, and Bo Black said he didn't record it. Whether you believe that or not is up to you, but I'm kind of hoping at that Jar did, but I don't think, I don't know, that call might just be gone and lost to time, which is really sad. I really wish I could see like Bo Blacks and Jar, patting each other on the shoulders, being like, you know what, you guys, you know what, Jar, just honestly, just ignore the criticism and keep moving forward. You'll be okay. And like, he does that. It tricks off to Pokemon. Yeah, yeah. He specified Gardevoir specifically, apparently, which is really funny. Yeah. But like, I wish, I wish I had access. Like that would have been so funny, because Bo Blacks and Just a Robot, like they're both autists of the commentary community. It's awesome. That would have been hilarious to have, but if we have a situation where they both didn't record, that's gonna be so gay. Because it's like, come on, that would have been so funny to see. I told Jar to upload the call a while back. Well, he told me about it. I don't know if he will. So does Jar have that call? That would be interesting if he did, because that would be really funny. But I doubt it, because there was a couple things I've asked for Jar before, right? I asked for his Lio Convoy script, which I've only found out has been like he got to 129 pages and just kind of dropped it. He never gave it to me, and I'm very curious what he was going to write in there, but that's never going to be seen. And then another thing was, I kind of was curious to see his TCR calls, because he was talking about like, apparently one of them said they were going to leak it, but then neither of them did, because like the TCR like calls sound interesting, but it's like that just is probably never going to see the light of day. But it's just, it's depressing, dude. It's depressing. According to Jar, he has the call, but that's up to if you believe Jar or not. Well, even if I do, I just don't see him leaking it. I just don't see him putting it out there, because like I don't know, unless it's for that interview channel that he's talking about doing for like his secret fourth channel. But like, I don't know, I just don't see it. I really, it would be funny, but I don't think so. I don't know. I think if he perceives it as negative to him, he's just not going to do it, which kind of sucks. I think he does have a recording, because he literally admits to doing that shit so he can have dirt on people. Yeah, but you see, that's the thing, right? Both Bo Blacks and Jar have had cases of recording calls like unnecessarily. So it's like, whether they recorded it or not, I'm not sure. I have no clue. I would think that they would both have a copy, but I'm not sure. Bo Blacks claims to not. I think TCR said those calls will be private. Yeah, the only reason why I even know about them is because like Jar flexes about them, unironically. Like when I had that like first like casual call with him, he flexed about it. He was like talking about like I'm not very good at debates, but TCR, oh my god, he lost a debate to me. That means he like sucks, dude. Which is like really funny. He took so much pride. We are leaking more calls. No, Uplock. I'm taking the Ratsui one. Sorry, I'm like a month late because of all the FCK coverage. Like, that FCK stuff was a long haul to go through, but it's going to be important for... Now my audience knows about it, which is going to make sense, because there's probably going to be another development on that too. So I am definitely going to go over that, 100%. But fuck me. The Lio Converse script is definitely 128 pages about Jar disavowing him as his dad. True, dude. Fucking true. I'm skeptical that Jar even does scripts. I don't know. I would be funny. Would be funny, but God, I'm just yapping, bro. Also, what's up, Falgy? What's up? But yeah, dude, I fucking hell. Ace, you've been yapping for a half an hour. Get into the call. Well, you see, I would get into the call, but I think I have a little something even funnier before we get into that. You see, I was just doing some browsing of, YouTube, and something came across my eye. And you know what? I found something beautiful, right? Found something amazing. You see, you might be wondering, why are we looking at excellent stuff? Well, Well, fret not, my dear child. If there's a reason. A little taste before I show you something. Alright. Alright, hold on, let me get this all set up, right? Video quality, let's bring it down a little bit. Alright, yep.
You got stuck in my fly trap. How did you fail that badly, you idiot? I did. I'm not a human. Fly.
See, if you guys couldn't tell, see, this is, right, this is excellent, okay? This is the glorious king known as Excellent. And we got this nice one right here, too. Let me put down the quality for this one, too, just for you guys.
My final ability! Oh my
See, if you guys couldn't tell, right, this is 100% Excellent. I found Excellent's older channel, okay? And it's a beauty. You're lagging so bad, oh my god. Calm down. But you see, I found, a beautiful channel called Excellent Productions. And this was his old channel before his drama channel. And I just wanted to take like a little peek just to show you some keto. Hold on. Did I mute this? Aw, shit. No. Okay, come on. This guy is not real, bro. Dude, the amount of like content he has on here where it's just skits. Hold on, I don't know if he's noticed how I found it, but it's like it is such little gems, right? It's amazing. And he was like a big JoJo fan as well, because like his most popular edits are like here's a JoJo edit. Like he makes it very clear in his other content. It's really funny. Dude, the lag makes it 100 times. What? Yeah, dude, it's amazing. I can't lie. This is just so fucking funny, and some of this content was from a couple years ago, so I can't tell you what if like why he like abandoned this channel, but like it's really funny. Dude, I don't even know. And then oh yeah, I gotta like talk about this beautiful title. So we got this nice Excellent video called "When the Kid That Doesn't Want to Get Touched Gets Touched." Dude, it is, what an amazing title option, bro. Dude, someone put it on the internet archives. Yeah, quick guys, act quickly. Go, my servants. We must wage war against this guy. Like, I don't even know. Like, I was looking to see if maybe he would have said something different on his new channel, but because of all the content he's removed and all the stuff he's taken down, right, dude, this has become only easier to find, and it's really funny. It is really funny, dude. I'd recommend you guys. When the kid gets what? Yeah. Beautiful title. I recommend when you guys get time like this, you check out this channel. It's really funny. Dude, the amount of skits he has, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tough guy. Actually, wait, hold on. I want to see the tough guy at it.
Oh, I need pelvis, pelvis, I need it. Okay, no. We already talked about this now.
You're a tough guy now.
Okay, what? What?
Oh.
Why? What?
Why are you doing this? Why
are you doing this?
Is he mewing?
You're making
tough guy.
This is worse than getting
guy.
shot. This is worse than getting shot in the face. I would honestly rather that than.
Is he fucking mewing?
Excuse.
What?
How not Sigma?
Oh.
Oh my god.
I'm leaving now. I'm leaving. Yeah. Oh.
Holy
fuck.
What the fuck? Dude, this guy's not real. Dude, you know what? We gotta preserve Excellent. All right, we gotta keep him safe. We gotta do whatever it costs. What the fuck, man? I don't even get it, bro. It's funny stuff to make fun of. Funny stuff to make fun of. I feel like I'm tripping. Yeah, it changed my mind, dude. What do you mean? This is literal Kino. What are you talking about? It's kind of I don't know what I don't know what to say because it's like with Excellent, both Excellent and Router. It's like I feel like I don't think about them for a bit, and I just find something really funny about them. Given I think Router's a bit funnier in the sense of like he was just coping and still having me rent free in his mind, but like this is also just really funny that he had really cringe skits, and now we've discovered them. Asus feels like I'm high and I don't even do weed, lol. Dude, I thought that said touch guy. Rip. I just compensation after being exposed to this. Yeah, no, you get exposed to even more cringe, okay? Because I don't even know, bro. I don't know what he was thinking. There's not even that much content here. What's okay? Like I saw this one, checking it out. That's where I got that one clip from. This is where I got that little like he did a Mew clip or whatever. Like he was just mewing. He made a video called "When the New Vaping Hits," and it's just talking about like him doing Galaxy Gas. Jace edit for King season. Dude, it's really funny. It's just really funny. It's nothing serious with him. It's just really funny to like. I feel like I found a gold mine. Imagine you purged everything right now, and the only archive we have is this Ace. Okay, fuck you, Bomb Man. Fuck you. Okay, buddy. Dude, he's probably like dealing with what he says is like dealing with family stuff right now. I can't really handle the hateful internet that we know. Dude, you also get like that banger tweet I have on Twitter for W clips, okay? And that's basically the good stuff, okay? Fucking hell. All right, you know what? I feel like I might have stalled long enough. Okay, you need to buy me McDonald's for 3 weeks for making me watch this. I'm not buying you anything. I'm really not. But you know what? You know what? I feel like I might have stalled you guys for a bit too long. And you know what? Oh fuck, wrong Google. And you know what? I think I gotta make it up to you. You see, this is like the only real thing that we have going on for today. So, and this is like 2 hours. So I thought, to throw in some funny and to have derailed moments. But yeah, yeah, just to get us all ready. Yapper space. Well, it's not like 1 frame per business day. I'm sorry. Fuck you. Fuck you. My stream is awesome. Okay, I've been yapping for 43 minutes. Okay, let's get into the call. Fucking hell.
I am interested in hearing your opinion about, and you do recall the Akumu situation and like what he was going through with the the kind of like gang stalking that was going on with him, right?
Right.
Do you remember the servers specifically for like documenting Akumu and like gathering information on him?
Right off the bat, FCK
Did
stuff.
you ever feel like that would happen to you?
Yeah. But I don't think those were used specifically to follow him as an individual. I think they were made and they started to be about him as time went on.
Okay, I'm not really familiar with like the full timeline of that. I just know that he was aware of them doing that.
Well, they're talking about him in the Discord. What I'm saying is they're talking about him in the Discord, but they didn't like create that Discord specifically to talk about him, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it was,
you might be.
yeah, it was. Yeah, the server was created. If we're talking about the Fruitcake Club, which, dude, I can't fucking escape the FCK, man. I really can't. Like, there's a new thing coming out about new information soon, and I'm gonna 100% want to go over that. But it's like with this bullshit, right? I can't escape it. Which it's fair to ask Jar because he was in the server. Nothing against them, but it's like, god damn, like. Fuck me. I cover this shit. It's been a month. It's whatever. I got a nice fusion. It honestly just makes more sense I went over the FCK before this, just so I have all the context of everything I need. But God, what else? What else was I gonna say? But yeah, the server. If you guys remember, a little refresher. The server was created because of Madame and that them doing the thing to Slimmers, right? Where they're I guess attempted to dox them and like they were threatening them and all that shit and harassing them, right? All that stuff, right? And the server was made. All these art commentators came together, made the server specifically for the Madame thing, right? And then the only other notable thing, like publicly, that everyone was kind of aware of about these guys was this specifically it was like the Toby drama. Wait, really still jar what happened? Art tab? Yeah, you'll never escape it, haha. Dude, once you go in, you can't get out of the pool, dude. Fuck me. But what is it? Dude, zombie this is anti-wholesome, okay? This is dark wholesome. And I don't appreciate it. I want pure wholesome. But you know what? This is just diabolical. Oh god. God hell. We need to go back in time and stop the FCK from being created. That's right, we're going back in time. Yep. Dude, fucking Freebird. Yeah, but alright. We got a minute through it. Only 125 to go. Here we go.
You're right about that. I honestly don't remember off the top of my head. I don't have like the video or anything open in front of me. Did you ever have a moment where you felt like that was happening to you?
Yeah, I've been shown stuff. I've been shown Peaches, Lio, Harley, and Seth the programmer, even though he's not MACC at all. He's not even a commentator, saying not so nice things behind my back. And especially now in Lio's Discord, a lot of them are talking about me, but
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Yeah,
like,
buddy.
Everybody talks shit behind everyone's backs.
Notice how he's so nonchalant that it's whatever. Dude, this guy always thinks about what everyone's thinking about him. And it's very clear. Like, I know, like, everyone does that to an extent, but, like, this guy is obsessed, right? The petty shit he'll do just to get just to get back at you, right, is absolutely fucking insane. Like, this, it's amazing. It's amazing what this guy will, like, what lengths he'll go to. But it's like, God. Yeah, I guess some people are just, talking shit about behind my back. Also, that framing kind of just makes it sound like he's trying to victimize himself. God, my favorite part about this is it was like 10 days after I called him. So it's like the fact that he still trusts to talk to people is insane to me. Man, it's fucking over.
And obviously what happened to Akumu was far more vitriolic.
Nonchalant spur kid. Okay, bro.
If I'm using that.
Actually, no, Bombman, fuck you, dude. Upload your video. Fucking upload a video, work on it, get it out now. You're going over here, right? You're coming here to be like, oh, stream 1 frame per whenever, but dude, fuck you. I've been waiting for another video and it's been years. Okay, buddy? It's been fucking years. He's coping about that law, true.
Term correctly. I feel bad for him for what he had to deal with when it came to those people. Bro did not deserve that.
Bro did not deserve that. Dude, I can't take these people seriously. He just unironically go like, bro did not need that to happen. Bro does not know what's going on. Like, dude, fuck off.
Yeah, what he went through, not a fun thing to go through. And yeah, even before, like, on my old persona, they went after me for on like Google Plus accounts because Discord.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to pause you there. They
what?
As in like a tangential they, or they as an ACC?
Technically DeviantArt ranting community, but
Right.
they kind of became.
Well, let's kind of like stick to like what the ACC, like with the ACC.
Yeah, the Google Plus accounts are after Jar. Fuck. What the hell? And see, now that you said that the video is not coming out, fuck you, Bombman, and I'm killing myself. No, fuck you. Fuck you. In Big Bungie's absence, you must step up, little bro. Alright, fuck you.
Ever make you feel like they were documenting you as a person?
Sometimes.
Were there ever points where people sent you messages or any kind of proof to like validate that paranoia that you might have had at that moment?
Yeah, sometimes people would show me it. I know Peaches showed me some stuff from her from her computer, but she never sent me screenshots even when I asked for them. But I never really Junkie especially, like Junkie, I tried to talk things out with him, and like right after I left, he was like saying that I always talked about weird race topics.
Ignoring which comment, bro? I literally read them all. Dude, I've literally... fuck you, dude. Yeah, just imagining you're saying something. Yeah, fuck you. Notice how he's ignoring... Oh, wait, okay. Okay, so when are you gonna come out about your relationship with Jar? Dude, I don't like that guy, okay? That's a relationship. It's hatred, it's rivalry. Okay? Nothing happening here. It's not really hatred. I think the guy's funny to like make fun of. Yeah, I love that he's been hated. Lol. For a decade straight, everywhere he goes, and never once has he considered that he might be the issue. He just jump scares people with that selfie. Yeah, true. Oh yeah, what's up, Evan? What's up? Dude, I'm getting fucking pinged. What is this? Is this like another art thing? Oh no, it's just Sliggins. Man, fuck you, Sliggins. Fucking thinking there's something important going on. It's probably just you streaming. God. Fucking hell. Here we go.
With him all the time, and then that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to talk about this motherfucker, and then I made my video on him.
I didn't follow Junkie that closely when I was when all that stuff was going on. I don't really know that much about him.
It's not that important. He's kind of irrelevant, especially now.
I mean, I'll go look into him later to see if like he can help add to my timeline. Was there ever a point where you felt like... was there ever a point when you felt validated in the feeling, either through actual substantial proof or not, that they were planning on targeting you specifically, similar to the way they did with Akumu?
Well, I saw what happened when I made the let me think here for a second. So what happened when I made the video on when my...
I swear to God, if he said... when my drama started, I swear to God, if he said something about doodle tones, I'm gonna kill myself.
Drama started, the how many things they said about me in regards to VidCon, and I was like, yeah, I thought they were going to wait to use this stuff on me, and now they did, so I felt validated in that. But
I mean, I'm gonna be so honest. I mean, when it comes to the VidCon stuff, right? It's not like the people that were there are the reason why it came out. Okay. I will admit, right? The VidCon stuff, right? Admittedly, at worst, you look like a creep. I feel like some people might have like hyped it up too much, which is entertaining. It's funny. Entertaining stuff is funnier. But like, as in like serious scale, I think at the worst you could frame yourself as like creep. You probably do lack social awareness of social cues because of your autism or whatever. But it's like, it's kind of funny because like Jar was being framed like a serial killer. Like, well, you see, I was going around the corner, right? And then I noticed him. Yes, just a robot, just slowly approaching me. But then I noticed we locked eyes. Then I realized I had to get out of there. When I started running, you know, he was chasing me. And then he chased me and cornered me. And, like, you know, it gets framed like that. Meanwhile, in Jar's head, it's like, ooh, I recognize that person online. Oh, I guess I gotta go to convention. I guess I gotta try to catch up to them. Like, it's just really dumb. It's really fucking dumb. It's really funny, but dumb. But as well as it getting out there, right? It literally was not like out there because of any like the people involved. It was because of Kumo. All right. And Kumo went on to Himpleton and Chud Logic streams, and boom, it went out there and got it slightly incorrect for some details. And now that it was out there, it's like these people were correcting it. They were correcting little details. But yeah, I'm gonna be real. I didn't think Jar would even go to a convention, Lamau. Yeah, real, real life tech promo. Okay, because it talks about a lot about Doodle. Real, but yeah, I don't think he wasn't being a creep either. Just a person who wanted to meet others because he would like them. Yeah, I think like the argument that I would go off of for calling the guy, like, you know, I understand Mally Malware like thinking that the guy's a creep, right? Because it's like she went there and she barely even knows any like the people that she just met online with the Airbnb, right? So they're already a little bit like their guards a little bit up, like, yeah, because they're just meeting each other for the first time in person. But on top of that, right, there's this guy that they don't like, Jar, and they made it very clear. And then Jar said something about like something really like talking about being ripped and just flexing. Which is like really funny, like, but it's like at the same time, like I can understand why you don't want to be around a guy like that either. He just gives off major creep vibes. But yeah, 100%. Like it comes off as extremely fucking creepy. So it's like I get that. I get the perspective. It's funny to look back in retrospective and laugh at. I don't think he had any intentions to come off as a creep, but I can 100% understand how it's seen as being a creep. For sure. Like, God, like, you don't just talk and say, yeah, I hit the gym. Yeah, there's a reason he can't keep a job. Yeah, he's way too honest online, bro. Like, you couldn't beat some of the shit that he says out of me, bro. It's absolutely fucking insane. But, my God. I don't know, but... hold on. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I got lightly distracted. We're good. We're good. I got like a DM. I was just checking. But yeah. I am climbing a rock wall and you were talking about Jar. I won. And you can't climb shit. Okay? You can't fucking climb shit. Have you seen your fucking build? You look like Peter Griffin, dude. I don't want to hear it. You're gonna go up there, go up like 3 feet, trip, and go, ah! Ah! Yeah, you're just gonna like do that for 5 minutes. Fuck you. Keep in mind that Jar has a GF. Allegedly. I'm still gonna push that narrative because it's funny. I know there's like evidence that suggests that she's real, but like, yeah, allegedly. Allegedly. He does have a history of being really weird with women in general, though. Part of the VidCon story blowing up was more basically saying every girl in the ACC has a weird Jar story. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get that, right? I think personally, because I don't know, because if I'm gonna say like he has a history of being weird around women, I don't want to claim like he's like a sexual harasser, because like I genuinely think it's just a lack of social cues and a misunderstanding, which you could still argue for that not getting help for that is obviously like a bad thing to do and you should. But like framing the guy as like a robo rapist is just, I don't know, that seems a little that seems a little much. That seems a little much for me. I am a firefighter, you lard. I like yeah, don't you? Yeah, we know, buddy. I just don't think Jar knows how to talk to women. Yeah, I mean, like, he has also, like, weird DMs with guys as well. So it's like, and, like, weird behaviors around dudes. It's like, I don't know. I think he's just a weirdo in like, general. He has a history of being weird around anyone, not just women lol. Yeah, like, that's essentially, like, what I'm getting at. Yeah, so I'd like... It's funny to make fun of in hindsight, but, like, I totally get why people would be weirded out by this guy. 100%. I mean, even especially with Mally, like I think he said something like, "I'm not gonna like they put in quotes. It's like I'm not gonna be like, or I'm gonna like shoot you with a gun if you don't talk to me. I just want you to know I'm not gonna be like that." It's like, what the fuck are you on about, dude? What the fuck are you on? Like fucking hell. It's just weird. He said he stopped talking to women at work because he kept saying the wrong things, and then he stopped talking to people in general, which he admits to, right? Yeah. He's equally weird around everyone. I'm not surprised. I don't either. I'm saying the dude creeps women out and has a bad history with it, so I can't even be shocked that people feel weird around that way. Yeah, obviously, I fully understand why people feel weird around the guy. But yeah, that essentially okay. So I think we're already like aligning with it. We're just going in circles. Yeah. All right, I'll keep the call going. Got 121 minutes left.
So
It's whatever.
you say that they were saying a lot of stuff about you in VidCon. I personally remember through the timeline that the only time anything about you was said about VidCon was through a Ponder Sprocket video, and she did not mention you by name. Were there?
Yeah, it's I remember they brought it up in apparently I've been told this. I don't know if this is true. They apparently had an entire support group about me, and they were talking about me privately, and they were
No.
keeping me. I even said this. They kept me anonymous until my drama happened. I said that specifically.
Okay. I just want
Okay, but you're framing it like they made it you public, right? Like that's not what happened. All right. It's admittedly it was a little dumb, like even on his part. But Jar, you told Lio, and for some reason Lio told Kumo because maybe it came up in discussion or something. I don't know why. Whatever. I talked to him about this on stream already. And then Kumo, feeling like the vitriolic spitefulness that he had went to go and shut and stuff like that. It wasn't even these girls that talked about you. It wasn't these girls that made it publicly you. It's like it was made public because of this. Okay, it was made public because of Kumo. So in a sense, actually, if I want to be really blunt, in a way, it kind of became public through the chain starts with you, buddy. So in a way, if we want to argue for who actually made this public, it kind of came with you. You could argue that you were trusting someone, but like at the same time, these art girls probably told people and didn't leak at all, but you told people and it's out there now. So if I had to make an argument between who actually made it public, I would definitely still say Kumo, but like it kind of starts with you, pal. Aiming at these like art women, just making it not anonymous for you, right? It's just a dumb move to do when you're the reason why it's even out there. Look at art tab. I did you tag me? I don't think you did. Nah. All right, let me look. You just got my tag wrong. What is this? What is this nonsense?
Stop right there. You want to get past, you gotta pay the fee.
Oh, don't do that.
Come on, bring it in. Come on, it's just a hug. Go in and see if I can. I'll stay right here. It's just a hug. Come on. I'm not asking you to kiss me, unless.
Zombie, you suck. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the hell? A space added again. Real. Rip. I'm not trying to yap, I swear. I swear. I'm sorry. But I think that bit of context really is important. So if Jar wants to blame anyone for why it's public, he should more aim it at Kubo or Lio or himself. It's if you want to like even make that argument. So yeah, blaming the people that didn't even talk about it publicly is a wild move.
I wanted to like clear that up. So it wasn't publicly that they were saying these things.
No, most people who talk about me say it privately.
Did you ever receive proof that they were talking about you privately? Like when it was going on, not like after the fact.
Well, I wasn't really looking into it all that much. It's hard for me to collect proof sometimes. It wasn't really my main focus. I was paranoid about it, but I didn't really act upon that paranoia all that much. I would just like ask, like I would be like, "Hey, are you planning something on me?" And then they would freak out, like, "What? You're so paranoid." And it's like, "Okay, listen, you might be completely innocent, but the way you're reacting isn't great."
And them reacting that way, like, and accusing you of being paranoid, only like cemented your paranoia. Is that
Not
correct?
kind of, but not okay. In a way, yes, but in another way, no. Because like in any other community, it would cement it. But in this community, I'm like, these people are so fucking autistic that it's hard to tell. Like when they say something that from anyone else would have sounded suspicious, when they say it, I'm just thinking, I can't tell if I should be suspicious of their actions or they're just being retarded.
Okay.
Well, I mean, okay. I'm gonna be so real, right? If someone came into my DMs and said, well, I'm a little bit different, but if someone came into my DMs and said, "Are you plotting against me?" I would mock them. I'm like, "What the fuck are you on about? Are you stupid? No, I'm not. Are you fucking idiot?" Like, that is just such a random thing to just come at someone out of left field for. And you're using that to cement your suspicions. Like, I get you're paranoid, but come on, bro. Come on, dude. My God.
So it wasn't until after the fact when they admitted that they did have a group chat for VidCon that you felt like they were did you feel let me rephrase this. did you feel validated in the way you felt when you found out that they did have a group chat?
Oh yeah, totally.
Why?
All right, well, let's put a pin in that for a moment because I wanted to.
I have still yet to see evidence of people being like actively against you, Jar. Just because people are talking about you because of a big mistake, right? Because of a huge mistake you've made. Come on, dude. That is nothing. That is no evidence at all. You can't be surprised that people are going to talk about you because you borderline downplayed and defended a groomer. Not even borderline. That's just what you did. You defended and like downplayed a groomer's actions. And that's a huge deal. And of course, this was a big thing in the community to be talked about. So yes, people are going to talk about you. Okay? This is a huge mistake that you've made. And hell, I'll be even real. Some of the people, right? If we want to like get specific, what is it? Chuli didn't make a video about your cine drama. Mally didn't. I'm trying to like think of other ones that would be there. Because they definitely didn't. Ponder didn't. They only had like that like little discussion because you like mentioned them in your own response video for some reason. And then who else? Try and remember. Essentially, my point is the people that he's saying, right, didn't really like. The only person you could probably make an argument for is Harley TBS. That was there. That ended up covering you. Everyone else didn't even care to really talk about you until it came to the VidCon stuff, and that's when Chili got involved. But right when this like the brisk of like the brunt of like the Cinebear shit happened, none of them did. That's kind of like interesting because you're saying all these people were just waiting. They were just biding their time so that they could turn on you. But it's like not even like majority of them even covered you. And Harley and you had like a little like fucking falling out like in 2024 before this all happened because of like the what was it? The what the fuck? The Set the Programmer shit. That's when you guys had your falling out. So it was already a while before this. But it's like there was really no one that like even did anything. And I will say it's bullshit if you're gonna take like Mally leaking the call, right, that they had with you publicly as like a backstab. Because Mally made it very clear, even in that call, they didn't like you. They never did. Right? So you can't call that a backstab. It brings more context to something that makes you look like stupid in too. And it's like they waited till you're gone, which I guess, you know, you probably could criticize that it probably would have been better just to drop it at the time. But it's like they waited till you were gone because I guess people don't like dealing with you because you're like a way bigger platform than them and you're just like really dumb. Which still, I guess that would be the only criticism that you can give to Mally, in my opinion, is that you probably could have dropped the call sooner. But anything else, like other than that, it's like plotting against you, dude. Really? You gotta grow up, dude. You gotta really fucking grow up. My god. Jar is the epitome of someone who absolutely cannot comprehend one singular fact that if you like told it to his face, it would somehow come up with a completely different definition of what you meant. It was literally the opposite. No one wanted to make a video on him, but Ponder was gonna make a defense video, but he screwed that up too. It's funny to see how he cuts people off because of his behavior, and then wonders why no one is on his side. Like, buddy, you're an asshole. Yeah, I mean, dude, he like took a random shot at Ponder for no reason, for something that you even said yourself you didn't care about, right? Like, it was the maid thing I'm specifically pointing at. You, like, it's like brought up an issue being like, oh, they drew something of me without my consent, but I don't even care. Then who cares? Why are you including it? Who gives a fuck? Why are you even talking about it? Like, get that out of here, you fucking dickhead. Like, who cares? My god. But yeah, I'll keep it playing. It's just really dumb. Like, whenever he victimizes himself, it's just never accurate, and you can always see through it. It's just so stupid. He just kind of like pisses me off a little bit each time he does it, but it's like he's going to do that because that's what he's been doing for a decade. It's just really annoying.
To ask you, how did you first meet the ACC? Kind of like give me like a little mental image there.
Well, they were kind of more so the DeviantArt ranting community back then when I first met them. But essentially what happened was I was a big fan of a YouTuber called I Hate Everything. I'm sure you must have heard of him.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, and I really liked his content. His videos were pretty good. And I saw his I Hate DeviantArt video and I really enjoyed it, so I joined DeviantArt. And I came across this YouTuber named Sonic93 and found out about that whole community. And I was interested to look into it. And then I saw them bullying a 14-year-old autistic girl.
Oh, it's
I
this.
stepped in, tried to diffuse the situation. It blew up in my face. Eventually, she left the internet and they came after me. So
Sorry, let me pause you there for a second. How old were you at that time?
18,
Okay, you can continue.
freshly out
Freshly
of
18.
yeah, freshly 18. That was like right when I got to actually go online because, you know, homeschooled, isolated all my life. So this was kind of my first interaction with the outside world. After that, shit happens. I restart my YouTube persona.
You see, every single time he brings up the 14-year-old autistic girl for being bullied, not saying it justifies it, he never explains what they did. He never explains what happened, you know, what people were going to crazy conclusions for. Because then I could at least sit here and be like, well, it's a bad action, but it's a kid. Or I could say, well, what the fuck? They're picking on a kid for no reason. But it's like, he never provides a reason. He's done this in the Himpleton calls, and it's like, I have no fucking clue what the hell you're talking about. You never give me the full story. And it's like, it's just framed in a way where it's like these people were insane because they're just bullying, you know, a little girl. But then now that she left the internet, like they made a little girl leave, now they're targeting you, and you became a victim because you did a good deed. Oh, merciful me. It's like, come on, dude. At least, I don't know. I want like an answer, like for some of these things. It's just you leave stuff out, and I'm just really curious as to why. I don't know. It's just really dumb.
Over. I actually had the robot filter. Part of the reason, there's many reasons why I use the robot filter, but one of them was so they didn't find me again because like I was so scared of them.
Oh, all right, thanks, Ratsui. So, well, I guess we'll get context. Let's see.
So,
Eventually,
if you don't,
yes.
if you don't mind me kind of like backing up a little bit, can you explain like the situation with the 14-year-old girl?
Oh, if I just
If you
waited
don't
a few
mind?
seconds, fuck me.
Oh, sure. Yeah, she was autistic. She was saying homophobic stuff, but
Okay.
I felt like it was more from a place of ignorance, not malice. And sometimes when someone is that isolated because she was homeschooled like me, I thought, oh, she just needs to be explained why it's wrong. And I did that, but they kept on going after her. And it's this 14-year-old girl literally being attacked by some people who were nearly 40 at the time. Most of them were under the age of 18, but some of them were like above the age of 40, and I thought this was ridiculous. And eventually, she sent people death threats. She got bombarded with so much hate and so many false flags or what have you that she lost her account. And then they came after me. After that, I restarted my.
Okay. Now we could say they're just a dumb kid. See, that's all I'm gonna be able to follow up with it, really. But it's like with the death threats thing, if they sent death threats, and it's like, maybe you should not be online. You're just setting yourself up for like a bad internet footprint if you do that. But yeah, obviously, like 14-year-old autistic kid, they're gonna be dumb. But fucking hell, you know, I guess that's the first time I've heard context about it. Interesting.
My YouTube persona, and then
Why are you eating? Dude, I'm literally like I had like, you know, cold strawberries and cold like cantaloupes, okay? This is sick, okay? I'm eating fruit right now. It's pretty awesome. I like fruits. Be professional? No, I'm not gonna pause Andy over here. No, I'm not. I'm just engaging. That's how you know I'm interested, okay? If I'm like pausing it and, you know, talking about it, so you know I'm engaging in it because I like it. But no, it's like, yeah, of course I'm gonna like munch on snacks, dude. This is 2 hours long, dude. Fuck me.
yeah.
I don't mean to keep like asking you to backtrack, but more specifically, I would like to hear how you defended her and how they were coming after you specifically. If you don't mind
All right.
going through that.
All right, I'll try my best, but you need to understand this was over a decade ago.
Certainly.
And like,
anyways, I gotta head out. Haha, got shit to do, but good luck with the stream, Ace. Also, bye, chat. Yeah, take care, Zedge. Have a good one. Have a good one. I'm just kidding. I always find those moments kind of funny, to be honest. Well, I just I don't know. I just really like the stream content. Okay. Dude, if you want to like talk about pausing all the time, yeah, I'd probably do that. I never derailed in my life. Okay, just don't look back at the stream.
Basically, I made a video saying like we all make mistakes. She's 14, give her a chance to change and stuff like that. I told her like, hey, you should like apologize for this. And then that's when I learned these people are kind of crazy with how much they will go after someone. And after that, they came at me, and I realized just why she acted the way she did towards these people, because they doxed me. They were threatening to call the police on me. Twice they accused me of not exactly murder, but they called it like, even if their accusation was correct, it's technically not murder, but they called it murder, so I'm calling it murder. Yeah, they said I pushed two people who I've never spoken to into committing self-deletion.
Yeah, self-harm.
No,
Oh,
KYSing.
actually killing themselves? Okay.
Yeah, and I want to make this clear. I didn't even know about these people's existence until they told me. And
Okay.
I restarted my YouTube persona and got into a drama with Doodle Tones by complete accident.
Fuck, dude. Fuck, dude. Shut up with Doodle Tones. Fuck you. You suck. Dude, I hate whenever he brings up Doodle Tones, because like I'm not even like a fan of Doodle Tones, but like I am willing to like I think he's gonna like say the line. He's gonna be like, I said, like, I guess even though it's a small channel, I sent a lot of harassment to Doodle Tones. Scary stuff. Bro, fuck up. It's just he's so gay. He's so gay with it. What am I getting tagged for? I'm probably getting like raided right now, aren't I? Ant dude.
Hey, told you.
This guy did not just do that. He did. What the fuck? I gotta watch that again on full screen. I gotta enjoy it. I gotta enjoy it for every second. Hold on.
Hey, told you.
This guy is not real, bro. Dude, I told you. Look, dude, he looks like Peter Griffin. Like, I don't know what to say. He's not real. Dude, you know what? You know why you can see his other hand? It's definitely not because he was holding a camera. It's because he was about to like eat a steak. Okay, he has like a steak in one hand. No, he has a chicken bone in one hand. He's climbing with the other. He did not just do that. Fucking brother, my brother in Christ, dude. He really wanted to prove to me that he was rock climbing. Brother. Okay. Dude, I was fucking trying to talk about Doodle Tones and then he just hits me with that. Fuck me. Okay. Look. One thing I always say, right? Mog, no, fuck you, Ant. Yeah, also I think we're recounting instant history. He's talking about Jar's first clash with Doodles. Yeah, so something I'm gonna like say real quick here. Jar is going to say, right, that he, is the reason why Doodle Tone still gets hate to this day, which is just borderline not true. Dude, like, if you want to make an argument for anyone giving Doodle Tones like a lot of like hate, it's gonna probably be like Mr. Medicare. Like, Jar had like nothing to really do with it. It's gonna be Mr. Medicare, a more notable figure at the time and more well known, that like had like beef with Doodle Tones a while back. But Jar just takes credit for it because he likes fueling his ego. He likes feeling powerful. He likes feeling strong. But it's like it's just petty and stupid. And he's got nothing. And honestly, right? Fucking Pokemon beef, dude. It's so stupid. It is so dumb. If you think it's a backstab for Pokemon, you should just leave. My god. Hell. Medicare and Akumo. Yeah, the only reason why I would say like Medicare I would give more credit to is probably because I think they got like more attention when doing it. But Akumo would definitely be like a source to go to as well. Jar really wasn't all that. But goddamn, yes, they all still hate Doodle Tones to this day because of a Pokemon tick. Like, grow up, dude. Grow up.
Incident over Pokemon, and I got like really scared and paranoid that these people found me again. Turns out they didn't. Doodletones was just making a video on me, thinking I was just some generic YouTuber.
Yeah, that stuff I'm familiar with. And one more time, this is going to be the last time I go back to the subject, because I kind of just want to pick your brain about it. But you said that the
Ace, thoughts on Gardevoir? I mean, she's a Pokemon. Okay, that's it. Like, lol, cool.
DeviantArt people were trying to call the police on you. What was their reasoning behind that? Do you remember?
I think it was because I allegedly murdered someone and I was a threat to people on the internet.
Mm.
They were really autistic. You need to understand, and
Oh yeah,
I
no,
was really autistic and isolated. So like I actually thought they were serious, like seriously trying to take me down off the internet and get me arrested.
Well, did they ever like accuse
If only they succeeded.
you of like pedophilia or having like a romantic relationship with this 14-year-old?
Oh yeah, of course they did. In fact, that was the first accusation. They referred to her as my precious princess, and it made me very uncomfortable.
Did you ever have any kind of like romantic feelings for her?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
When in
Did you ever
Rome.
think that it would be a possibility?
Nope.
Okay. I'm not like trying to.
Ratsui! That's so funny. Well, did you at least like the kid a little bit? That's so funny. I guess clarification's important, but that's funny. God damn.
Accuse you of anything, and like, if you want me to cut this whole section out of the recording completely, I will.
I'm fine if you want to leave it in. It's no skin off my back. You're just asking me questions. I would rather have you ask me questions than to just assume I'm attracted to 14-year-olds.
Well, it's less of a you being attracted to 14-year-olds. It's more of like kind of like coming from an insular kind of environment.
I hear what you're saying, but I didn't have any romantic interest in her whatsoever.
Personally, it sounds like you're being honest. I don't really have any reason to think you're lying to me. So this is not really like a major thing. And I'm kind of building a like profile of who you are as a person from the kind of environment you came from.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay. So
Fair enough.
let's go ahead and move on then. So Doodle Tones. Your first interactions with Doodle Tones.
She was bigger than me. I remember that. Like, she had a bigger channel than mine, and I got spooked. But I didn't want to act on my paranoia. Like,
There's no way he just said that. Dude, I'm so brain rotted. It's so cooked. No one clipped jar of just saying that, but like cutting out the ed. Fucking hell. Hex. Oh, thanks Hex for the 5. Excellent Productions has now been added to the Wayback Machine. Good work. Everyone should salute Hex. The 07. The circle 7s. All right, do the saluting. It's gonna be awesome. God, my God, dude. I get funny-fied. Great that you guys are archiving. It's gonna be awesome, dude. But yeah, I get. All right, I'm gonna continue this.
I want to make this clear. I have paranoid like thoughts. I just don't normally act upon them. And I thought she might have been with a group who went after me a long time ago, but then I realized pretty early on that she wasn't. But the thing that confused me was like I knew what it felt like to have everybody bash you and be mean to you and not like you. Like I've dealt with that. So I didn't want to put her through that. So when I responded and she like said, like, hey, let's end this, like let's I'm sorry or whatever, I was like, you know what, I agree with her. Let's both stop talking about this. And then she kept on talking about it along with her friends, and I got annoyed. I felt ganged up on, even though she had the bigger channel. So I responded to her and all of her friends, and they got really mad, saying that I was reviving the drama, even though I literally only responded because she was talking about it. And I thought that, and
well, was she talking about it behind the scenes? Because like, who really cares? If it's behind the scenes and she's just telling her friends, that's how common that is. You know how common it is for someone to have a back and forth with someone and then they just tell like their content friends. That is such a super common thing. If they're not doing it publicly and keeping the drama going, I don't really see an issue with it nor care. But like that is just really a common thing to happen. I lol. Come on, bro. Come on.
It went on for a little bit longer, but then Mr. Medicare came in, and they all ignored me to talk about the Mr. Medicare situation.
Right. So here's a phrase that I've seen come up quite a lot in my research on you, and not just from you, surprisingly, or maybe unsurprisingly, but the phrase, you're reviving the drama.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Well, more particularly, there were times when it felt like you were bringing up things that seemed to be dead and buried,
He
or
100% does
resolved
that.
in some way that you didn't necessarily need to bring up again, because it seemed like the situation was resolved between the
Yeah, like he literally does this all the time. He'll bring up the Spockter drama. He'll bring up the Hopeless Peaches drama. Like he'll bring up all this stuff. Like for some reason the pyrocynical thing, but that wasn't really something he was involved in. But it's like he'll bring these things up again. Even like in the Cine video, he'll like mention these, and it's like, dude, let it go, bro. It's been years. But like he'll bring this stuff up and just talk about it so nonchalantly. In fact, if I'm gonna use your logic, right, Jar, was you talking to Himpleton about Kai Weiss reviving the drama? Like, it's just bury the hatchet, let it just die off already. But no, yeah, I mean, you're talking about it. Come on, dude. Like, you do it too. You 100% do it too. Any of your controversies with people, you talk about it ever so freely. Because, like, that's just what you do when you're interviewed or you're talking about it. It's like, come on. Come on, dude. Reviving the drama. I mean, by your own logic, you've done that, like, countless times at this point.
parties, but you brought it up to use as an example. But then there were other times when you would bring up things that I personally felt like it was valid to bring up again. And when these people said, you're reviving the drama, they were the ones trying to bury it for reasons I don't think were very valid.
Well, I'm sure I've had to have at least revived the quote-unquote drama once myself. I don't think I'm completely blameless in anything I've ever done. I
Right.
wish you would give me an example
So,
of where I did so.
Let me think of a good example.
Dude,
Like, I think that you and the
Peaches.
Doodle Tone stuff, since it was kind of a water under the bridge kind of
Yeah,
situation,
Doodle Tones.
you
That's
bringing
another
it up
one.
again, I can understand the frustrations with that, but at the same
No,
time,
like, yeah, with the Doodle Tones thing, we both agreed to stop talking about it. She made like 2 more videos on it, mentioned it in a 3rd video, and then I was like, okay, and her friends made videos on me, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna talk about this now.
I did notice that you had a issue with what's his name? Tumos Boss.
Oh, that guy. I don't really care about that
Yeah.
guy, but he exists.
And there were times that I felt like it could have just, been late.
The guy barely gets any views on his channel, right? I've seen it. It's like T-Moss Boss or whatever the fuck, right? I've seen it. And any of like the Jar content, he was lucky to get a couple thousand views. For Jar to even care about a guy in that position, it's just really stupid. It's really dumb. And he's just like, it shows that he cares way more than he should. And it's like, I don't get it. It's like, if you just ignore these people, right, that literally get clearly like no attention when covering like you, or and you're like the hot topic right now, and he's not even getting attention. Dude, who cares? Let it go. Just move on, ignore the person, and guess what? You'll be living a lot happier with not constantly stressing about every person making a video or a hit piece on you. Because this is partially what fucked you over. You cared about every single person who talked about you in a negative way and received a video on you. That is essentially what happened. And it's just really dumb. You put yourself in this position. Because all you do is just make yourself more enemies when you like strike at them or strike late. And it's like, you want to talk about, let's talk about reviving the drama, right? Toxic Distress made a video on you a couple years ago. You made a video back in response 2 years later. Okay, the guy already left the internet, he was gone, right? And you made a video in response. Communist Creeper, you made 2 videos on the guy. Small creator, right? And this was also from a while ago, and you still did it. You still keep your beef going with fucking Vincent Skullband sometimes, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like, you want to talk about reviving the drama. Those are some solid examples right there. You do the same thing. It's like all the time. Come on, bro. Yeah, well, to be fair, T-Moss Boss has been talking about Jar nonstop for years. The guy's a lol count in and of itself, lol. Yeah, it's like, honestly, I just don't really care about him too much to the point. It's like, he doesn't get any attention. He's not worth talking about. Like, I'm saying, like, in Jar's perspective, he should not give a fuck about this guy. Even if he talks about you all the time, this guy should not be on the top of your priority list. He's getting no pull, and nobody cares what he has to say. Just move on. Literally move on. But yeah. I kind of think that Jar is just kind of stuck in a different time that he wishes he was in, specifically the PC era of YouTube. Lol. He appears in Chris's stream chat. Oh, I didn't know. That's kind of funny. Why do you laugh like that? Yikes. I don't get Communist Creeper as a Spurger lol cow. I don't know. I don't know every little detail about Communist Creeper. I just know that, like, they were not liked. And it's whatever. But yeah.
Laid down and not brought up again.
I offered him to join me in
Yeah, you shouldn't care about him. T-Moss Boss clinically insane. Yeah.
VC to talk things out a handful of times. And then he
Why?
would,
Why care?
like, if you think I talk about it too much, oh boy, like he was making videos on it on and off again for like 5 years straight without me saying anything, and it's only was like recently I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk about him again because I got so annoyed because he started calling me a pedo because I made a short about EDP, and he somehow thought he thought I was like making a video on how pedophiles could get away with what they do, even though like EDP could only, even though this clip was in a much longer video that got over 100K views and no one had an issue with it, but he was like, first he called me a pedophile, then he said I might be a pedophile, then he said I was a pedophile, then he said I foster a community of pedophiles, and then he kept on accusing me of all this stuff, and the dude has admitted that he...
Look, I'm not going to call Jar a pedophile, but that one clip in, like, the Hippleton video where he's talking about, like, essentially being, like, a groomer coach, right? Being, like, he's, like, essentially educating, like, if you were to be a groomer, this is how I go about it. Like, bro, that makes you look so suspect, dude. It's not even funny. Fucking hell. Not even just videos, though. In all these calls, he can't even explain himself in any situation because he can't actually form an opinion. He just compares dramas that he's absorbed. He's absorbed of the takes on. Jar's the only one keeping T-Moss Boss from fading into obscurity. Oh, he's bringing up the thumbnail. Lol? Dude, it's like this guy's amazing, dude. Fucking hell. Dude. But yeah, I don't know. It's just really dumb. Jar says the stupidest things sometimes. It's funny. It's funny almost every time, but still.
Has tried to delete my channel before. He said he would call up YouTube every single day until my channel, call up YouTube every day until my channel was deleted. Like,
Okay.
Lol.
Yeah, and like,
So it does seem like a back and forth between the two of you.
But I ignored him for 5 years straight. Like,
did you, buddy? Did you?
5 years. Like, between the last two videos, it's a 5-year time skip, and
I mean, dude, you literally were, like, venting about him in that Lio call that you had, like, with the whole Cinebear shit was happening. He's still clearly in your mind rent-free, dude. Like, I don't really buy that.
He kept on making...
Alright, I gotta go. Gotta study. Bye. Okay, take care. Take care, Hex.
Video after video. I think the guy has to have made 1,000 videos on me by now, and I'm just like, dude, chill.
So I haven't actually gone through and watched his videos specifically, like his responses. Once again, I'm not like accusing you of lying or anything. It's just I personally like to hear both sides of it before I make like an actual judgment call. But there were times when I felt like you said things that might have been antagonizing in a way.
Well, if you would give me an example, I'd love to hear it.
There's literally been...
Well, sorry if that came across as hostile.
No. I don't think it was hostile. You've actually been very, very polite with me. See, I can't really remember word for word because I've actually genuinely been like binge watching so much of your content that it started to blur together.
Spockter?
What about Spockter?
I'm naming them to try to help you jog your memory.
No. It was specifically the Too Mad, with the Too Mad thing. There were some Too Mad. Why the fuck did I just say Too Mad?
Too Mad.
Because
Too Mad lives on.
I've been thinking about Too Mad. Okay, I've been thinking about making a video on Too Mad. Too Moss Boss or whatever his name is.
Too much boss.
There were some times in some of the videos that you made on him that it sounded, in my opinion, and I do not remember the exact wording, that you said things that seemed antagonistic to me, and I could see how a viewer would interpret those things as being antagonistic.
a lot of people told me, especially near the first half of it, that I was like way too patient with the guy. Like, I thought I was being like really patient with him, all things considered. I even tried to sit down and talk things out with him because to this day he doesn't understand the very first point I made against him. And I told him on Twitter, I think, we're going to talk, like, I have a lot of questions for you. And he immediately said, no, we're not doing the call. You can ask me those questions through text. And I said, no, I can't. You always twist what I say and what everybody else says. And then he decided, like years later, that I wanted a call with him to apologize to him. And he refused to join the call because he doesn't want to accept an apology from me. And I was like,
You think he'll actually try to come back in August? Because I know he said that in response. To be honest, I feel like he's going to come back even a little bit sooner. But it's not really out of the question for him to come back to content making. Like, people keep speculating whether he's going to make, like, you know, drama content again or not. I feel like he's going to come back to drama content. There's just no way he could personally, like, stay out of that forever. I just personally see, like, him coming back into, like, the roots of it all. I don't see him leaving forever.
that never happened. And the guy legitimately thinks that every single, like almost every single hate comment he's gotten over the last 5 years is from my fan base. Now, I'm sure a lot of them came from my fan base, but not all of them. And yeah, even now he's still talking about me. And
So, I don't mean to like cut you off. I just feel like I'm probably not going to be using this like this 2 months ball stuff in my video, but you brought up a really good thing that I wanted to personally show you.
yeah,
When I was going through a lot of different videos of yours and videos that other people had either responded to you or talked to you, or videos that you've done on other people, I did actually see in the comments section what I could personally.
Ace Derail, I have the worst video ever to show you. It's 3 minutes. Yeah, sure. Why not? Give it to me, Chris. Oh, fuck. That's gonna be taken out of context. Yeah, sure. Send it over, Chris. Why not? I don't mind a little break from jar stuff. Fucking. I think that's the first time someone's asked me to derail. Usually I just derail, like, intentionally on my... Well, not intentionally. It's more accidental. Also, what's up, Chris? How are you doing? Yeah, let me check DMs. Oh, not this guy, bro. Oh god, it's so over. Of course you fucking bumped into this guy. I know people were talking about, like, you covering this guy, but fuck me. Of course, why not? Of course, why not? You know, let's go over it. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Fucking wants me to watch this fucking Brian Mullen shit. Fucking hell. Have you seen this fucking video? No, I've heard people talk about it lightly. It's gonna make me bald, isn't it? It's gonna make me cope. It's gonna make me seethe. It's gonna make me do all the above. Alright. Okay, alright, we have it. Should we really save all the... What the fuck, dude? What is this title? Should we really save all children? The child prostitute question. Short form rant number 10. What the fuck did you send me? Chris, what the fuck? This is worse than CP. What the fuck is this? All right, let's take a look. Okay.
Hi, everybody. I am Brian.
Sorry, his character always makes me throw up a little bit. Yep.
Brian Mullins the Fox for the first short-form rant installment of April 2025. This shouldn't take too long to ask you. Should we really save all the children, even when it's entirely possible that they become child predators themselves towards other children by being prostitutes? It's all.
What the fuck kind of argument is that? Dude, you can literally flip that argument on, like, fucking... Oh my god, I hate this stupid fucking argument. It's like, well, should we really, you know... Yeah, it's like that stupid thing where they say when it comes to fucking abortions. It's like, should we really, like, let these people be born? What if they become, like, the next Hitler? It's like, why? Why even, like... Yeah, we could do what-ifs and speculations all day. But what the fuck? What the actual fuck, dude? Oh... Who starts a video like this? It's only been 30 seconds. I just got in here just now. What the fuck? Why? They might become child predators, so should we really save all children? Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Holy fuck. Okay, we'll just keep it going.
Also known as the child prostitute question. Because if you unironically answer this great question of mine with a yes, then congratulations, you're a fucking moron. Maybe you should start
Great.
reconsidering that question now.
Great.
But before I give you the following 3 reasons as to why, I'm going to have to point it out bluntly. Saving these predatory children will only exacerbate the problem by further enriching the child sex trafficking.
Okay, saving is really vague. Okay, so what we could talk about, right? To save these kids, right? If we're gonna like go off the argument, if there was somehow a way that you could find out that this kid will become a child predator later, and you know what you could do? You could like get them like certain ways to treat that, okay? Whatever, right? You could do it certain ways to like take care of that then and now. But the problem is with this argument is we don't know how someone's gonna fucking turn out to be because we're not future seers. All right, we're not like prosthetic. We can't fucking see into the future. What? This is such a dumb question to even like ask. There's no realism to it. Of course, fucking Gilded's here. He heard Brian Mullen, his ears perked up. Yeah, what's up, Gilded? Fucking hell. Fuck me. Fuck me, dude. Fuck this. This is bullshit. Fuck you, Chris. Not even a minute in. Fuck you.
Trafficking rings, the deep state, and all the other organizations I said were involved, including the black market, and keep it all alive. And now that you know all this, do you still want to know these 3 reasons? Because if so, okay. Number 1, just because they're children or under the age of 18 does not mean that you should deny or entirely rule out the possibility of child prostitutes existing. Because
what? Why? Dude, you do understand that making them like a child prostitute, it's going to groom them, and that's inherently going to make them a child predator. So if you make them a child prostitute, you are encouraging them into being a groomer or predator. So when you so if we're going off of your example of choosing to not save the child, if you're going, then you were fuck me. You are unironically advocating to create groomers with this question. You were unironically advocating that. You fucking suck. My god. Well, I sent this video to Chris, and now it's spreading like herpes, haha, based. Yeah, fuck you, Gilded. Also, I've ruined like 4 streams right now. Dude, fuck you, Chris. You know, while I have you two here, you know this guy ran from me? I had his Discord and everything, and I was gonna have an interview with this guy, and you know what he did? He flat out said, right? He flat out told me in DMs he doesn't speak English and just stopped typing. This guy unironically claimed to not speak English, and that's why he didn't want to come on and talk. So, fuck me, man. Fuck me. This is so... I hate this guy. This guy fucking sucks. But yeah, so... we're not even halfway through. Man, okay, we'll keep it going.
yes, they do. And what's the fucking point in saying that no child becomes a child predator to another child themselves if you just silently go along and nod your head with the people that deny that this happens at all? Why can't you just be honest and say that you don't give a shit and you shouldn't have to answer these questions? 2, if you want to help us get rid of all predators, adult and or otherwise, don't just go after the adult ones and turn a complete blind eye to the ones under 18 years old, and even the ones that aren't even in their teenage years yet. Meaning, don't turn a blind eye to even prepubescent child predators.
Who does that? Who turns a blind eye to what? What? What are you talking about? Can you provide an example? When did we like saw, you know, a fucking let's just even say like a 16-year-old like groom like a 10-year-old and just ignored it? When has that ever happened? When? You gotta like you gotta be the burden of the evidence here. Fuck me. Link the DMs, lol. Actually, yeah. Can I get a screen cap of that? Oh yeah, hold on. While I'm here, right? Yeah, let me yeah, let me get it. Brian MF99. Okay, yeah. So I'll show it on stream first, and then I could like send this to your guys' way. I'm surprised, like, this is like the only DM he sent to me too. It actually kind of pissed me off a little bit. I thought like Gilded, I at least let you know, but like it's fair enough if not. But like, hold on, let me let me show you this, guys. Let me show you this beauty. All right, we got this right here. I asked him, when are you free to come on stream to have a conversation? Because at this point, I've asked him a couple times, right? And then he says, I don't speak English. Your videos are in English and we talked on the community tab. What do you mean? And then he like said nothing after this. So this made me, he was so gay. I wish I could have had a conversation with him. Because fuck me. He ran. He ran. All right. And you know what? If you want to just take the screenshot now, I'll just put the mouse to the side. But he ran, dude. He fucking ran. But it's so gay. But yeah, I can just directly send that to you guys as well if you don't feel like screen capping. But I don't know, man. Like this guy's so gay. Maybe he doesn't want to be contested. Maybe he's like scared of like, you know, being absolutely owned in a live stream setting, which is really weird because he frames like himself like a debate bro, if you will. So it's like for him to like deny, you know, coming on after literally accepting on a community tab is so gay. Show the fursuit again. I don't have that just on me. What do you want? Lol. Is saying that his videos are all made with an AI voice and uses Google Translate now. Maybe, fucking maybe, dude. Like, it's kind of like pissed me off. I don't even know why he would accept, right? Yeah, wait, that's Brian. Yeah, that's the tag he gave me on the community post. But like, I don't know why he would just give me like, you know, his tag, like, and then say like he's down to do it, and then no, I would 100% sweep for Brian if he joined your stream. Fuck you, Gilded. Fuck you. No, but like it's so stupid. But I don't know. He was so fucking gay about it. But yeah, he agreed to do it on community post, gave me his Discord tag, ignored me for like a day or two, and then said I don't speak English, and it was just like yeah, whatever. But yeah, fucking hell. I'll go through this video a bit more. Fuck me. Here we go.
That go after other children. And finally, number 3, before I release the rest of the rant portion and end this video, if you prefer your eyeballs not be scarred for life over having the gumption to swallow your pride and get rid of all predators, adult and prepubescent, including the ones in their teenage years, you're the enemy of the people. Obscenity shouldn't change a motherfucking thing when it comes to having to deal with the scummiest of scum out there. If you're too offended by pedophiles existing and what you call CP existing, why do you turn a blind eye to worse anyway? Fuck you and shut the fuck up.
This is obviously coming out of spite. Like, where the fuck? Okay, so it started off as like he offered this hypothetical where it's like, if we knew that this kid could turn into a child predator in the future, then would you take them out? But now he switched it to now going into, well, if you did just see a child predator, you're just like turning a blind eye and ignoring them. And it's like, okay, when? When did we do that? Are you going to provide any examples? Are you going to, like, any of this? Like, or are you going to, like, prove anything that you've been saying? You're obviously going on a tangent. Someone made you pissed off, and you thought this video would really solidify what you were saying. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? This is so stupid, bro. He is not really... He's saying a lot of words. Like, you know, he's talking a lot, but he's really ultimately said nothing. Like, there's just nothing, like, he's really provided of substance. It's like, what the fuck are you saying? What the fuck are you doing? But yes, I'll keep it going. Fuck me.
There's no reason or rationality with your mentality. You supporting all this are the reason why this happens. There's no logic or method to your madness. You must either become one with the enemy or not be the enemy. And if they're deadly enough, kill off all child prostitutes, prepubescent and otherwise, unironically. And no, I'm not promoting violence, YouTube. Fuck off. And leave the...
I mean, you are talking about killing children, if we're being blunt here.
Adult prostitutes and child sex traffickers to rot and die on their own, in prison. And for all my subscribers and those who have common sense, I'm Brian Mullins the Fox, signing out. See you then, as in the next short form commentary.
There's no way he thought this was good. This guy did not unironically think he, like, just posted peak. He treated that like a fucking mic drop. Dude, this fucking sucks, bro. You know what, Gilded? No, not even just you, Gilded. Both Gilded and Chris, fuck you, alright? I was having a chill stream, and then you show me a guy that wants to, like, you know, increase the child prostitution rates. Fuck you, okay? Fuck you. You guys suck. Mike. Dude, fuck me. But yeah, I don't I don't think I'm ever gonna get that guy on. I I've made it. I think he's made it very clear that he doesn't want to come on. Fucking hell, this guy thinks April 1st is every day of his life, dude. True. Eugenics has entered the chat. Okay, bro. Okay. Also, what did I get a ping for? Someone specifically pinged for me. And there's no way you're still fucking rock climbing.
How's it going, little bro?
Slacking out. Ew, yikes. Yeah. Fuck off, Ant. I blame what I was shown, and now I have to spread it. Ah, dude, you do this a lot, Chris, don't you? It's your turn to send it to another streamer. Who the hell is even streaming right now? Fucking hell. I'd have to really take a look into who it is right now. I just don't care to. I'll probably do it later. Fuck me. Fuck you. Fuck everyone. I mean, this is the same guy that said parents should boink and yeah. I remember that. I remember that, Gilded. I went over the coverage. All right. Fucking hell. Fuck me. My day is ruined now. You guys suck. You guys absolutely fucking suck. Okay. Well, I don't really think I have much more to say about it than he's running. He'll never accept a debate, and he's gay. So yeah, fuck that stupid video, man. Is this a chain letter? Is Ace going to die in 7 days if he doesn't pass it on? Yeah, dude. I'm. Fuck me. All right, I'm contemplating. I'll think about who to send it to. I'll think about who to send it to. But yeah, fucking hell. All right, back we go. Back into the jar fields we go. Fuck you.
Personally interpret as audience brigading. Would you like to see some of those comments?
Oh sure.
Oh, I'm well aware of the Boing song. Okay, I'm well aware of it. I think Gallagher and Gilded showed that to me. It's really goofy. But yeah, fucking hell.
Sure.
Oh yeah, what's up? Meritus Pine. Yeah, what's up? I butchered that name.
I hope this doesn't come across as hostile, but this is for almost every single YouTuber who has
I'm
a
aware.
decent following. Yeah, am I supposed to block these people or say
No.
don't defend me ever? I'm
Well,
trying
I'm
to
going to show
understand what your
you
point is.
the last one, and I'm going to read it to you. And this is more of a situation of like, and yeah, you're absolutely correct in saying that other large YouTubers have followers that go over to people that they criticize and leave these kinds of comments.
I don't want to see the videos. Like I'm
Okay.
sure responded to second channel, hoping it gets them less hate. And now I'm trying not to respond to people because I realize that creates more issues.
Mhm.
But I've tried to.
Yeah, what's up, Mira?
I'm aware that you've tried, and this isn't me trying to like make a gotcha or anything. This isn't me trying to like bombard you with like all this negativity or put you in like a bad state of mind. It's personally upsetting for me to see things like this because in my mind, if I was a YouTuber and I saw my audience doing this, to any degree, it would be upsetting. I just want to make sure that you're aware that I personally saw a proportionally larger amount of audience brigading from your audience to other people. Stop.
The dog, bro. Fuck me.
I don't believe I've ever encouraged this in a video. Like, yeah, go harass them. Like, I've never told my fans to do that. And I've told them not to a handful of times, especially recently. And this was part of the reasons why I was trying to like slowly step away from drama, because my fan base, like no matter what I did, like people would get harassed. And I was even thinking of like if I did like a comment response video that I shouldn't even show the profile names of the people who I'm responding to.
Dude, who the fuck are these jar fans, bro? It's like I keep hearing about them, you know, how they're these big scary guys who send harassment to people, but it's like never seen them, and it's like who the fuck are these guys? Because they're framed in this community and in the art space. It's like a mafia, you know, coming after you. They're gonna take you out. It's like, dude, fucking lock in, dude. If they watch a jar, and they're probably like a fucking armchair guy. I don't want to hear it. They're like raging, you know, they have like hair on their arms, but only on their arms, maybe a little bit on their chest. They have like a not fully developed beard. They have a big bald spot in their head, all right? They're not really anything intimidating. They're just depressing. All right? Like, come on, you cannot be scared about these guys. Ace plays like his controller is powered by hopes and dreams, and both are low on battery. What the fuck are you even on about? What are you lol? You tell your fans to do a lot of other things, Jar. Real. But yeah, no, like, what the fuck are you on about, Ant? Fuck you. But yeah, if anyone's genuinely terrified about a Jar fan, you should just lock the fuck in, dude. Like, come on. There's way worse things, bro. Come on.
To lower the chances of my fan base harassing them in any way.
That's good. Well, so you are aware that if somebody, because it was a claim that I had seen a lot that people made that your audience would like brigade smaller YouTubers. These are just a handful of situations, examples that I personally saw. So in my opinion, I could see why people would feel that way.
Feel what way?
That your audience would brigade people that you talked about. In watching your videos, you are correct in saying that you did not have any language that insinuated that you wanted your audience to target these people. So I believe you when you say that. But the issue...
I don't know why we're getting focused on that, but yes, he did request from his audience to make porn of him. Yes. Yes. He did that. If you wanted clarification, just to let you know.
is, in a lot of these like drama situations, depending on how you as a content creator handle the situations, you can accidentally incite your audience to brigade. And one of the easiest ways to stop an audience from doing that is to just stop talking about them.
I feel tremendously bad for Jar's neighbor. Dude, I heard that like his neighbor is like as redneck as they come, and it's like really funny. Like, he's like apparently like a grandfather who's like the most redneck guy that you could imagine. Just like picture like a guy with like a white beard, right? You know, the fucking MAGA hat, and like, you know, the most basic ghetto for like right wingers. And apparently that's what he's like. You know, he has like a southern accent. It's like, man, Jar, apparently, right? Yeah, this commentary shit is insane, bro. Damn, like it's really funny. It's really funny to visualize. But yeah. Yeah.
Or just not talk about them at all. For example, I personally didn't think that you needed to say anything about No One Asked, the YouTuber No One Asked. I think that her criticisms were fine on their own. A lot of them were opinionated. I don't really think that she needed to be responded to if you felt like she was incorrect about the things that she was saying about you. So I did not feel like she needed it to be paid any mind.
I did it on my second channel, and
Yeah,
you know,
but your audience
I've seen...
watches both channels.
That is true, but like I did still.
Jar said he apparently consults his neighbor on YouTube content. Yes, that is true. He does do that. I don't know if you haven't already, but could you share this link to the interview? I mean, I think it's already been circulated around. I don't know where I'd be able to contact you directly, but I'll probably like just put it in the comments section or something like after like I do the stream if you want to take a look at it.
Significantly reduce the backlash she got, and you know, I've seen plenty of people. I hate to use the but they get 2 card, but like I've seen big YouTubers talk about little guys before, like
Yeah, I mean,
and respond to small YouTubers. I've seen plenty of people do that.
if a claim is being made like, oh, Just a Robot raped a girl at this party I went to, I saw it happen, that's the kind of claim that I think you should make a video about. But if it's a like less than 1,000 subscriber YouTuber who says, I think Just a Robot is racist because I am a black person and I am personally offended by these things, I don't think that person needs to be responded to.
No one asked needs to be mugged. Fuck her.
Mainly because they have a right to...
There are 3 parts to Brian's video. I was just told. I regret knowing. Fuck you, Chris. I'm not watching the other parts. Man, fuck off. I'm not watching any more Brian Mullins content, dude. Brother. I get away too preachy at this point in call. Yeah, it happens. 3 parts? Gilded, stop pretending. You know everything about Brian Mullins. Don't even play. Don't even play. Come on, buddy. You know. Let's be real. Okay. Fucking hell. Yes, Gilded, check his upcoming premieres. Lol. Oh, thank God. They're just premieres. I don't have to watch them. Yeah, thank God. You guys are way too in-depth. Fuck you. Fuck you guys.
to put their opinions out there just as much as you do. And by...
I'm not going to flag their video down.
Well, I'm not like accusing you. My point is, when a smaller creator like that makes those opinionated claims, they're allowed to feel that way. I think their videos should, be, it's fine. And you're totally valid and feeling offended by that. But just know there will be a lot of backlash towards that person.
Yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from, Ratsui, but like I'm always gonna like raise like myself by these standards that if you make a take publicly, you got to prepare for it to be challenged publicly. I think like there's way too much leniency given into this community, which is why people have like they fumble a lot with research because no one's checking them on it, like checking up on them on it. So it's like, yeah, I think if you're gonna make a take publicly, it gets a lot of traction. You were 100% in the right to like say something about it, especially if they're saying like, because if we're gonna say this, right, let's say no one asked made that video and it got thousands and thousands of views, right, and they label Jars a racist. Naturally, Jar's going to want to defend himself of that claim, even if I think it's gay and I don't think you should really care about it that much. Naturally, people are going to like be left with the impression of, oh, he's racist. I didn't know this. I guess I won't support him. So it's like naturally someone's going to want to defend themselves off of that. Personally, I wouldn't care about the claim myself. I could definitely see where he would come from with that. And I don't see why No One Asked should like make a video on someone without expecting a response from someone. That is really a dumb mentality to run by, and it sets someone up for failure every single time. Every time. I have the new fixation, leave me be. No, I will not leave you be. And I have a power, the best streamer. Dude, Chris, buddy. You should like stream more often, dude. You're slacking. I know you kinda did something today, but you should stream a bit more often. You're slacking, buddy. The community needs you, little bro. Come on. Fuck it out. I get that, and No One Asked was a bad example. I'm there with you now. I mean, yeah, it's whatever. It's just a standard I run by because like that's why like people concede instantly whenever like I check up on them on it. It's like you should not make the video with a like mentality that's not going to be checked up on. PWR is the best. Fuck you, Chris. Also, what is this, dude? What the fuck, zombie? I was sober for 11 years, then I turned 12. Fuck you. No, that's not me, zombie. Fuck you. God. No, they don't, lol. Real? Linlin's also a recent bad example. Linlin sucks. Actually, it's 3 additional parts, 4 parts in total. Real? Linlin just is gay. I don't like Linlin. You good, Chris? You good, buddy? Okay. What did you send me now? What did you send me now? All right, let's take a little peek in my own DMs. I won't leak because I'm not the type of guy to leak DMs like that. All right, let's see. Okay, let me. Let's see it. Let's see it, Chris. Let's see this other derail. Fuck me. Okay. Let me All right, I'm gonna put it in here. And all right, see now I can see what the chat also says real quick. What is this? Another derail. My favorite streamer had the best clip today. PWR cannot be stopped. Hold on. Okay, buddy. Let's take a peek. All right, let's let it load in. Okay, I'm gonna be so real. I don't have all the lore on this guy. I'm gonna be so blunt with you. This guy's a little bit new to me. No more Brian, please. This is not Brian, but I would be so real. I don't know everything about this guy, so we're gonna just go in this blind and no context. My favorite. Here we go. Okay. Yeah? Chris, you're joking, bro. Come on. DSP's best warrior? There's no he cut himself to stop people from bullying Phil. Yeah, you're fucking with me, bro. You are so fucking with me. This guy is not. You. This is not real, bro. You can. You are fucking with me, Chris. Fuck you. I don't believe you. God, the things people will do online, man. Fuck me. I love the title too. It's like Power puts mom in her place. Fucking hell. He did. He posted on Twitter on stream. It's real. Chris. Fuck me. Okay. Can you get off Netflix? Bro. What the fuck? The mother cannot be heard. They are mute in trauma. Power stays winning.
Jesus Christ.
Did he actually just put her in her place?
Oh my god, man.
There's no way.
Alright, I'm back. Like Pro Jared come back on the air. Hey. You guys ever seen that?
What the fuck? Dude. Dude. People call in and just troll him and call him the F slur and he loses it. That's awesome.
This freaking sucks, dude. Like, my mom is watching Netflix, I think, upstairs. I said, can you turn it off?
Sounds like a trans Michael Alberta, dude. I don't know why. It just gives me that vibe.
Because I think it's bullcrap. Like, I am trying to stream down here. She goes on Netflix, like, oh, Jesus Christ. At least she's letting me stream, which is the positive.
Yeah, screw your mom. He didn't mute. Oh, God.
No, I didn't hit my mom, dude. I just freaking yelled at her. She could probably hear me from the stairs. Because, like, there's a set of stairs that goes down to where I am. And then, like, I'm in a room in the basement. And then there's the middle of the place.
How did we not hear his mom?
Where she's at. So I just freaking screamed and freaking said, like, get the F off the freaking Netflix. So we do got somebody who's joining us.
Guess how old he is? He sounds like he's 16. How old is he? How old is he, Chris? You're gonna say some mind-blowing age that I should not. He sounds like he's 16 though. I don't know. You're gonna tell me something insane, and it's gonna be like, what the fuck? There's no way he's that old. Aren't you, bro? Aren't you? Fuck me. Oh, I finished the clip. I didn't even realize. I just paused it. Dude. Yo, Powers chat is wild and dude, I think he like 35. Fuck me. He's an ex-coke friend who's been arrested twice for DWI. What the fuck? I can see why you took an interest in this guy, Chris, but fuck me. Dude, I'm just wondering how we were able to hear him from a distance, but his mother, it's like, was just unhearable. Like inaudible. Like, I'm kind of curious about that. Maybe she just didn't say much, but like, how funny would it be if he just pretended to just yell at his mom just for like, you know, the clip? Wait. He lives with his mom at 35? Or was this like from the past? I love this guy. Brother. Fuck me. Fucking hell. God, this guy is not real. I've gone my whole life not knowing this guy, and you have cursed my soul, Chris. He said he donated too much money to DSP and he couldn't buy Burger King for himself. Bro. Why is he sharing this? No, this is yesterday. No. 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 It's so fucking over, dude. He's this old living with his mom. Bro, come on. And your whole internet presence is just glazing DSP. Come on, dude. What the fuck? Dude, do you think he did the 3 letters thing just like DSP did? Just, you know, just show how much of a fan he is, bro? His streams are amazing. Yeah. Fucking hell. God. This is so sad. Dude, is there anything redeemable about this guy other than, I know you're gonna say entertainment, but like, is there anything like going for this guy? Like, does he have a job? Does he have like, you know, a friends? Does he have a girlfriend? Well, nah, that's kind of obvious. He thinks DSP is gonna sue him and disavowed Phil. What? Lol? The trolls kicked him? Oh, tricked him. Yeah. This guy's stupid. Fuck me. Fucking hell. I love how like Chris is just like autistically fixating on fucking power, but like and then everyone else is still talking about the fucking Linlin Beckett thing. Dog, we're not even talking about Linlin, bro. Fuck Linlin. My chat's very, very mixed. Fucking hell. Yeah, this is amazing. 35-year-old basement dweller. She's someone who's stuck in the culture. Bro, I did every comment. It's like one Linlin, one PWR. He lives by it. I'm not joking. No wife, no family, no GF, no bro. His own words, brother. He gives the internet too much ammunition. Fuck, ammunition. What I mean. Fucking hell. God, my fucking god, dude. I don't know, man. Like, I could see the interest. I could see the interest. That's the part why Linlin. Fucking hell, you guys are still talking about Linlin too. This chat's all over the place, dude. I gotta lock in, dude. I gotta go back to that jar call. Power cannot stop winning. Fuck you, Chris. Brian Mullins and Power. Man, fuck you. You little derailer. Fuck you.
It's just gonna happen every time. And I'm sure you know well now. I just wanted to make sure to like really drive this point home to you.
Yeah, that's why I've been doing what I can to minimize like the backlash they get.
Mm-hmm. And
like,
pick and choose your battles is always a good motive, a good motto to have in these kinds of situations as well.
Yeah, I know. I think I treated my channel like I was I think I treated myself like I was still on the up and up, like responding to people. Like at first I could ignore it. I was doing a great job on that. I don't know what happened. I guess one thing that did affect me was one of the problems I had when I first dealt with like backlash was a lot of people were bringing up like all the smaller videos on me and the smaller points they made and would say things like, why didn't Jar respond to this? Is he hiding something?
Lol.
And I kind of wanted to nip it in the butt right away. But now now I realize like I kind of wasted my time doing that, because even when I respond to a person and they even feel so embarrassed about their points that they take their video down, they're going to wait until I'm in controversy to fucking re-upload it.
I think there was
and they have
maybe one or two people. I don't really remember who at the top of my head, but I know there was like some guy that had like I think it was like they had like a Resident Evil thumbnail and just like re-uploaded the video, which is kind of funny.
Right too. I think the most important. Go ahead.
They do have the right to. They do have the legal right to. Absolutely. I just think it's kind of a cock move to be like, you did a video on me and now I'm backing down, and now it's like, oh, now that you're getting canceled, I'm going to not like not make it public again, like not clicking the it was.
Oh yeah. Also, another thing on No One Asked, just because now I'm back into it. It's specifically with her, right? She tried acting like she was 100% right and no one listened to her because she was a black woman, but they only listened to people like Chud Logic because he was like a straight white man. Well, straight allegedly, but like he was just a white man, and like she made it into like a racist thing, and it's like I don't get it, dude. Like, why do you want like people to just unironically like you said stupid things and now you're petty about it? That's essentially what happened. And unironically, No One Asked also did the meme thing of like what was it, like stop talking and listen, a black woman is speaking. They unironically like did something like that in the end of their video, and it was so gay. Power could beat Jar in a debate. Prove me wrong. Probably. Jar sucks at debating. Yeah, Power would like smack his mic anytime Jar interrupts him. Yeah, I could see that going. That'd be awesome.
It was private or it was unlisted. Now it's public again thing. I mean, like completely re-upload it. I'm like, come on, that has to be a bitch move. If you give up, man. Like, wait till I'm down. That's kind of a coward move in my book.
So I think the most important thing to take from this, and really what I'm trying to like impart on you, is that like you really should I personally think, maybe not anymore, it doesn't seem anywhere near as common as it was then, but you definitely seem to have
we get them both in a call. It needs to happen. Chris, actually, speaking of which, I was talking about this earlier. Were you aware that like Boblax and Jar had a call with each other? Apparently Boblax didn't record it, but Jar might have, and there's a chance that it might be public soon. But all I know about from what Boblax has said about the call is that they were just giving each other advice as like how to do better in their careers, which is like really funny to look back at in retrospective. I don't know like if you knew that or not, but like if you didn't, then lol. Mogged.
an issue with firing back at every single criticism that you ever had, whether it was valid criticism or not. And it seemed really cocky.
What, it might be public soon? Yeah, there's a chance. There's a chance. I really want it to be. And then there was like a call with like Byrne that I really want to be public because he calls like Himpleton like a Jew, and then like talks about liking like Pokemon porn, which it's like really funny. And he specifically pointed out Gardevoir. I really want these calls to leak. I'm just waiting. I'm biding my time, Chris. I'm biding my time, but I'm waiting. It's gonna be really funny when they do.
When you did it, would you agree with that or disagree?
I think I naturally come across as a cocky person through my accent. I just never. I just dealt with people like early on, like with Doodle Tones and her friends being bigger than me and coming at me, and then I rose from there. And I will agree with you. I shouldn't respond to like so many videos made on me because it does show that it does get to me. I'm trying to stop that, but I also didn't do that until very recently, and I was mostly just doing it on my second channel.
Yeah, Jar talked to Byrne. The fact that you even know Byrne's name is sad. The fact that you even know, but you're in too deep, Chris. But yeah, he talked to Byrne. They had two different calls. Byrne was stupid and didn't record the first call, but he recorded the second one. And the only reason why Byrne's holding on to the second one right now is because he realizes that's going to be the only thing that gives like his little 300 sub channel attention, and is like try to hold on to it so that he could wait and then properly put it out so that he gets the attention and clout off of it, which is whatever. But it's like, it's kind of gay and petty, and I just want it now. But it's whatever, I guess. Lol. Imagine you like post it and it has like a Burn the World watermark on it. that would be so gay.
Channel for a little bit of extra revenue on the side.
Because, oh yeah, another thing, Jar apparently is doing like he has like a secret fourth channel where he's gonna be interviewing people, and Byrne's like one of the only ones I can confirm that was meant to be for that project. I don't know what he's doing though. I only know Byrne because he got into a debate with Matt Pitt. Fair enough, dude. That's horrendous. That's your knowledge on him. That's kind of funny. Also, what's up, Sliggins? 2-hour stream. We only got 30 minutes. You see, Zombie, we're getting through it. We're getting through it slowly. Long, laying, gilly. What the fuck are you on about? Sliggins. What the fuck? Lol.
Like, it wasn't a serious thing. Like, it was like just on the side channel, and I saw Rags doing that. Like that one dog guy, Rags, he does these videos called Dog Bites where he responds to smaller people. So I thought, oh, okay, I can respond to smaller people if I do it on my second channel. That should be okay then.
Dude, the smaller people you responded to was people like from years, like they were already done and off the internet. Like I said earlier, toxic distress. You can't use it as a point of someone else for like relighting the drama, and then like wait 2 years to respond to a small commentator, bro. Like, that is so gay. He had wait, I ruined his first debate he had with Matt Pitt. Lol. W. Sliggins? Fucking hell. I know Byrne because the Chugga Conroy stuff. Oh. Yeah, that's rough.
It's more nuanced than that. It's definitely more nuanced than that because the responses that Rags makes, I do think are, I won't say it's good to respond to every single person that he's responded to, but there were quite a few that I personally think were saying pretty ignorant things. And he had every right to reply to them.
I have no context on Rags.
But I think the most important thing here is that no one asked, for starters. Her channel name is No One Asked. So right off the bat, her channel is very opinionated. And if I believe she uses she, her pronouns. I don't mean to misgender or anything, but it is a very opinionated channel where the creator makes very opinionated videos, and a lot of those videos are specifically from her experiences. So her videos on you were primarily, I am a Black person, and these things you said offended me personally, and here's why.
That's not how her video came across to me.
Exactly what I was going to say. To me, it looks like to you lumped it in with every other racism allegation that you've ever had thrown at you.
Well, yeah, because in this community, right? Like, not to be gay or anything like that, but like, if a Black woman says that they're offended by something, calling someone racist because of the moral grandstanding in this community and like all these like moral arbiters of justice, they're gonna instantly put her on a high pedestal and actively go against the guy, and their evidence is a Black woman was offended for racism. So it's like, yeah, that's gonna definitely sway the audience's opinion and the community he's in on whether he's racist or not. Like, come on, black woman calls white men racist. Come on, you know how it's gonna go. It's very obvious. Basically, what I'm saying in a way, too many words, is no one asked is stupid and small, and you shouldn't have bothered. Lol. I mean, yeah, fair enough, I guess. But it's like, yeah, there's still a chance that, like, I wouldn't encourage you to interact with every small spurg for sure. But I still think small spurg should go into content creation with the idea, that they're going to be responded to, because that's kind of what they do. In fact, you know what's a great example I could think of? Fucking Parlo, right? There's some small commentary spurgs with Parlo. He's a Roblox YouTuber at like 500k ish, right? Pretty relevant in the scene, but he also responds to every small spurg. And some spurgs in question, let's just say GXC or Cyrix is here, like, some of those people, right? They made their careers in like that scene of making just videos purely on the guy, but they get surprised when Parlo, responds back. It's like, you really shouldn't be. Like, you already knew how he was before going into this, and you're surprised that he's responding to your public video that got a lot of attention. Like, come on, bro, be fucking for real. You're putting yourself in the position. You asked for the smoke. You cannot bitch and moan about it later, because what they would do as well sometimes as well. When Parlo responded back to them, they would be like, "Oh, look at this bigger channel harassing a small channel." It's like, dude, you put yourself intentionally into the situation. Of course, like, you're gonna like get smoke for it. Be fucking for real. My God. But yeah, it's just so stupid. Let's cut it dance around, not putting her down. Yeah, it's whatever. It is. God. But yeah, that's the thing I'm gonna like say. Like that's what's something like I feel like the art community needs to like learn. It's like, if you're gonna make a video, people are definitely gonna be like, prepare for people to be against it. All right, you're not making perfect content. People are gonna have things to say about your coverage. 100%. It happens all the time. Be fucking for real.
Well, she did copy off the work of Prismate Luke, so it like used a lot of the exact same points I previously debunked. Not all of them, but and ignorant points as well. Like, oh, he I'm gonna be honest here. You're probably the first person I've ever come across defending No One Asked, which I'm not sure. Which is fair.
Now,
which is fair.
I have criticisms of No One Asked. I have of Noah. I do have criticisms of Noah. I'm not necessarily defending her as a black and white thing, like standing 10 toes down, as some people say.
Nice wording, black and white. Lol. I don't even think you did that on purpose.
It's more of, in this particular situation with these particular videos, I do believe that you personally were. I personally believe that you were in the wrong for the way you treated her. But also at the same time, I can see, since at the time you were being slammed with a lot of racism allegations, I can understand why you would lump her in with everyone else. To me, this looks like a situation of you making what to me feels like a hit piece style video, which then inspires your audience to brigade that much smaller creator. Do you disagree with that?
I did it. I mean, I've already said it. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but second channel, smaller audience. Said at the I believe I said at the beginning, please don't harass this person. I didn't upload anything on my second channel for like a long ass time, so because it got hacked. So I thought, okay, barely any people are going to see this, and that was No One Asked first video on me, and I did ignore her at first. Then she made a second video on me, and then I got annoyed. And she started her channel specifically to talk about me, and her first video got like tens of thousands of views because she was.
Technically speaking, I'm starting my channel talking specifically about you. So.
Yeah, I know. Like you have to admit, it is kind of weird. Someone's first video being about you, and then their second video also being about you, and
I think it's necessarily weird personally. Because over time, she's made more videos on other things.
Oh yeah, over time she has, but at the time it was the...
I mean, it's not really weird. You make a video on something, does well, supply, demand, make another video, because there's more things to talk about, and your audience clearly cares about it. Jar gets way too personal. He's gay. Fucking hell.
First two videos were about me, and it was literally over me just saying Creepshow art hurt me and my friends as well, and then that was like so annoying to me, because I was like, this is really over... Like, this all got started because I left a comment. And that been happening more and more. I've been seeing more and more people make videos on me because of what I've said, like, underneath a video. Like, if you want to cover a video of mine, that's fine. But when you're taking examples from...
I just felt like this video on her was, look at this stupid... Okay. And with him going, why do people hate me? Bro, this is why. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Look at her.
Multiple videos that are all over the place to paint me in a negative light. Sometimes from points that arguments I've already previously debunked, or saying, I think she said I should have just agreed with Prismate Luke's criticism, and I was like, well, I disagree with that. She can have her opinion, I can have my opinion. I just responded to her video, and I'm going to own that. Like, that's what I did. I responded to her video, and I went.
What's up, Lio? Man, fucking hell. Peen. Okay, buddy. Whatever.
I feel like I did a pretty good job, all things considered, and I also feel like at the time, that video of hers, like, you can talk about sub count, but that video of hers did decently well. It got tens of thousands
Right.
of views. So I don't know where you're coming from.
Respectfully, dude, I'm not going into a burn derail. If you want, there's a funny given ant edit, but like I don't know. Other than that, I don't feel like going into like a fucking derail of that guy. It's just Spurgy deep depths of lore.
Sorry if I sound like I'm autistically rambling, but I feel like I was justified in my actions.
I mean, you're allowed to feel justified in that. Like, you're allowed to feel however you feel about it personally. I'm just really trying to, like, you know, make the point here that I felt like it was inappropriate. Do you feel like you would have handled that situation differently now?
I'd probably not respond to it in general because I have so many videos made on me now that like I don't have the time to fit it in.
Okay.
Like there's like
That was
no way
not
I could like
the response I was expecting, but okay. So really,
I will just say this: I felt like I was nice to her, all things considered. I was really pulling my punches, like not trying to insult her as a person, just respond to her points.
I mean, I don't think you should necessarily like insult people as a person when you're responding to stuff like that in general. So I think that's just common courtesy, not pulling punches.
Oh,
But
I agree with that, but like
I just mean like
It's not productive, but it's funny.
now, if it was a much smaller creator, would you handle the situation differently now after everything that you've gone through and learned? And say there weren't like 100 videos on you.
Well, now I would have put them because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Can I not respond to videos? Like what is like the limit? Because like back then it wasn't sub count that mattered to me, it was view count. And very few videos on me, especially back then, broke 10K views. And hers was one of the very few videos that broke over 10K views. A lot of people are dogpiling on me right now, and I think they can if they want to. But like, what about like then you have people like Turkey Tom who has a channel with over 1 million subscribers, and he's made like 4 videos on me.
Okay.
Like, I don't mean to use the whataboutism card, but I don't feel like these standards are being applied to anyone else.
It's not so much that I'm like applying standards to you. I'm more specifically, and let's like forget about everything else. Let's forget about like the Cinny Bear thing. Let's forget about the fact that there's a bunch of videos on you right now.
Yeah, I feel like the standard's gonna be, I feel like you're full within your right to respond to any video on you, but it's obviously there's some videos that are just not worth it and dumb to go over. So it's like, if you respond to every video on you, especially all at once, it looks really dumb and spurgy and schizo. But I don't know. It's like you have the ability to. I think people should prepare to be responded to if they're making a hit piece style video, so that they can't just use the card of, oh, I'm just a small guy and this big guy's making a video on me. Like I feel like that's a dumb standard to like try to use for yourself. If you make a video on someone and say slanderous claims or say something that could be seen as slanderous, prepare for a response, dude. Like, come on, be for real. But yeah, if you're like a bigger channel, you shouldn't really like. If it's not smart, you should be thinking about looking up a lot more. I think it's fun to fuck around with Spurgs and like, like fuck around with people around my size because it's funny. I like doing it because it's funny. But if I'm looking at this like a logical decision and growing, I definitely got to hit higher if I'm going to make content and cover things. I definitely got to go higher. But I will admit it's really funny punching around my height or down, or it's really fucking funny, okay? But it would be smarter to make videos on topics that will get a lot of views or people that are bigger than you if you're going to make videos like that. So Jar responding to every small commentator is just not smart for like if he's trying to grow, for sure. And it's also not smart because it's like it just makes him look stupid. Like if all his content is just responding to people that have made videos on him, why would you want to stick around? It's just so stupid. But yeah, fucking hell. Little tangent.
The simple question I'm asking is, now, after everything you've learned, if another content creator with a very small sub count, very small view count, made a video stating their opinions on you, would you still respond?
Probably, because it just hit me now. My fans were attacking, no one asked before I even made a video. So, like, doesn't even matter anymore if I make a video or not.
No, it kind of does.
I mean, yeah, there were a few comments that were before you made a video, but I do think that there was a substantial uptick in comments after you made that video.
I think it was because her response to it was really bad. I mean, you say that was the case, but I remembered her video already being ratioed before I talked about it because, like, Alex the Critic, I think even Akumu and a few other people covered that video. So
Yeah.
I don't see what the issue is if I cover it as well. Sorry if I'm coming across
No,
as
no, no.
douchey. I
I'm
really
mostly
don't mean to.
I'm just picking your brain about it. You're allowed to feel however you need to feel. You haven't come across to me as like necessarily argumentative. You just, and you have a right to be upset by me if you think that I'm sounding like I'm accusing you of anything.
Well, I'm trying my best to understand where you're coming from because I know with the opinion people have of me right now, no matter how I respond to this, if I respond to like by saying, "Ooh, woo, you're right, I'm in the wrong," people are going to be upset. If I say,
Okay.
"No, I did nothing wrong, I'm based and red pilled," people are going to be upset. Like I know no
Well,
matter what I say, I'm going to be perceived as bad.
I didn't ask the question, do you think you were in the wrong? I simply asked if you would do the same
I'm based in red pilled. Fuck off.
thing now, and your answer was yes. And even after
Yes.
I added a little more context, you still answered yes. So that's all I wanted from asking that question. I'm not like trying to
All
like
right.
corner you into a certain answer.
I apologize. Sometimes it
No,
can
don't
come across that
apologize.
way.
Don't apologize. I just want to make myself clear. So, but do you feel bad about some of the comments that were like the ones that I showed you here?
Oh yeah, not those comments. I'm not gonna lie. You found the tame ones.
Well, yeah.
You
I
found
mean,
the
I tried to find ones that would be, that YouTube would like not lose its shit over.
But I also kind of find it douchey to tell my fan base, hey, don't comment on someone else's video who I covered because it could come across as me saying, I can talk about this person, but you can't talk about this person. And I don't want to come across that way.
I personally don't see a problem with coming across that way because it takes more effort and holds more value to make a video on somebody than it is to just go over and like call them a slur on their channel. Because
I get that. I don't like it when people call other slurs. And here's the thing, I do actually legitimately somewhat feel bad about it. I don't like it when people get harassment. Especially when it's to an extremely high level. I don't like it. The problem is, I feel like my only two options are not to respond to the video, and people ask me, why didn't you respond to this? Jar got something to hide. Or I do respond to it, and people say Jar sent his fan base to attack a small YouTuber. And I've used to make this meme, especially when I first started. I would say, if you talk about someone smaller than you, you're a bully. If you talk about someone bigger than you, you're just doing it for views.
I don't think it's that black and white, personally. I'm trying to decide if I want to round this particular topic up and move on to something else because I do have a couple other things I wanted to touch on. Mainly, it's just I don't think you should give a shit about what people say. I mean, this is something that I said yesterday.
You're right. I think you're right.
I think
you're right.
There are plenty of YouTubers that say at the beginning of their videos, if you go and fucking harass this person for me, I think you're a piece of shit and you're not a part of my community. And frankly, that's how I feel. If, after I make this video, after I finish it, I'm going to say basically the same thing. If you're going to go and harass people on my behalf, you're a fucking man-child because I'm a grown-ass woman and I can defend myself if I want to. Because the issue is here, yeah, people are going to make comments on videos that they don't like that are negative. But it's different when it is a group of people who actively watch your content and go and attack that person on behalf of you, whether you tell them to or not. And I do think a lot of that can be culled by picking and choosing your battles better, or just stop making videos.
I'm not going to stop making videos. That's out of the question.
Sure.
I already have so many videos lined up, but I want to make this clear. I understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
Spoilers, you didn't make the video though. Yikes. It's over.
That's good.
But you also admitted that you're not a YouTuber.
Yeah. I mean, I've worked with a lot of YouTubers over the years. I've literally been in the YouTube sphere probably as long as you have, if not longer. I used to work with a lot of the skeptic community. Surprise, surprise, I also got my start in the anti-SJW sphere because I was a pick-me girl when I was younger. But yeah, I've been around a long time. I've rubbed elbows with a lot of people that are huge now that were very small then. I'm not really going to name them because it's not important and it's just going to sound like bragging. But I'm
going to be real, right? I was supposed to make a Jar video on my channel at like another one, right? Like for when he responded, and then after I interviewed him, and then some stuff I looked into. But I got so tired of the topic, and I pretty much talked about everything I would talk about in video format on my channel for live streams. I just kind of I don't know. I just kind of lost the motivation to do so. And I mean, even with this call being out, like I went over it for like 2 weeks straight. So it's like I just wanted to touch something different. So I've been on different topics and mainly the FCK and shit and all that stuff. So yeah, now I'm back with this, but I don't know. There should still be more Jar content soon, but I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll see his next play. We'll see.
I've been around. I know a lot more than you might think, and I can understand more than you think.
whenever a bigger YouTuber talked about me and their fans came at me and attacked me, I always dealt with it, even if I didn't have a back and forth with the person. Like, I've always dealt with someone bigger to me sending their fans to harass me. And even now I'm dealing with it. I'm not even deleting comments, and I'm getting mean comments left, right, and center. I feel bad about it, but I can't. It's almost impossible to try to control your audience. And I know what you're saying. Hey, just tell them if you do X, you're no longer part of my community. I know for a fact people are just going to say, people are going to use that against me. I know
People are going to use
say,
everything against you. People are going to use the fact that
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Something big stuff happening. Big stuff happening. You see, I was just checking Twitter on my phone, and I just realized, right? I just realized something diabolical. Something evil, even. Dude, look at this. J7 actually came through with it. Since Ace has gone emo, he's now goth. Bro, look at this. Now this is charming. This is awesome. It kind of reminds me of like that, you know, it reminds me of Kiss. Yeah, it's like I fuck with that band. I fuck with some of their songs. That's awesome. Dude, this is heat, dude. What the hell? Like, I really fuck with the drip. I fuck with the hairstyle. I fuck with the white, you know, the fucking neck collar. Dude, this is amazing. Trad goth. Which one's better, trad goth or trad emo? What do you guys think? God. Dude, this is fun. I like doing like little things like that. It's like my character's kind of like a blank palette a little bit. Like, it's not blank in the sense of like I think it has like its own originality and it's fun. But like doing like it's really, I think it's like really easy to do aesthetics like this on my character, which is really cool. So it's like that that's awesome. Dude. Yeah, my god. I guess I'm just goth. Yeah. Dude. You look like Kiss lead singer makeup, dude, for real. Yeah. Trad goth for sure. Dude. Yo, what's up, Sam? Hey, buddy. I wonder if he joined and had mic issues. What's up, Sam? There's no way I muted him, right? I'll turn up his volume.
You emo bastard.
Have you been looking at my stream?
Well, I didn't know you were streaming until I checked call-ins, bro. I didn't get a notification, man. I didn't push it out.
Yikes! I mean, it's been doing pretty decent. You should take a little look-see at my stream.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That's exactly why I came here. Because why do you look like that?
What, the goth art?
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. If I say so, if I do say so myself.
I would genuinely slip my wrist on stream if somebody made your thought of me.
Well, you're basically just begging for it now, but like, whoa. But wait,
Come on, buddy.
They're comparing me to like, I kind of compare myself to it, but now like everyone's like seeing the Kiss connection. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. Dude, that's sick.
That might be the cringiest thing you've ever done on stream, bro. Well, that is just foul.
Dude,
that's just no backing music either.
Yeah.
Just the way you did it as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be edited with background music later. Did you see that fucking dude? I know you're like here to mock me, right? But like, dude, you wanna know something like goofy that happened earlier, bro? I know you saw it like a little bit in the group chat, but Ant said like he was rock climbing. I'm like, no, you're not, dude. You're literally not. And then he recorded a video just to prove that he was, and I'm like, okay, bro.
Yeah, I compared him to King Kong, bro. He looked like King Kong Kai, bro.
God, it's so evil. Dude, like, Ant, like, you know, fucking, like, climbing, you know, to go reach the stake at the top, and, you know, me being emo and goth. This is sick. I love this timeline. What the hell? Like,
God, awful timeline to be in. And who's that? J7 in chat.
Yeah,
is kind of this art.
Oh yeah, that is the person who made
monster.
this art. Dude, they're awesome. They made like my pixel art before. It was awesome.
Bro, modern day Stalin, right there.
Okay, brother.
Actually, foul.
Starlo, if they were good.
Yeah.
Dude, no, honestly, like J7, right? Like they do a lot of amazing art. Like I fuck with them. Like they do. Like, yeah, they see the goth me. You know, and I'm just gonna. They did a transfer recently. I'm gonna stick to like some of the YouTuber ones. They did me again recently. You know, the little yippee thing. That was pretty sick. Was that just fucking Snarkfield? Yen looks great here. I fuck with Yen's character. Raven came out really good. Then they did me smoking. I think this is the one even.
Oh my god, I got that Raven one on my timeline. Did Raven retweet that one?
I think I retweeted a lot of these. Yeah, I like this.
God, you shit.
You kill yourself. Yeah, fuck you. They did goat. Like they did ant. Like ant, I think like got it like really early, which is like funny. Because I compared him to that one like Cartoon Network villain. You know that guy that like was like in that like wacky race show or something like that. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like compared him to that. Okay, fanboy era went never. I will do the goth and emo, but I will never ever do that. But yeah, it's pretty sick. Oh yeah. They I remember this one. This one was actually one of my favorite ones. They did my character, and you know some artists forget like my little fingerless gloves. That's a cool detail I like having on there. They didn't forget that. That was pretty sick, and they like put like a space in like the title. Like it's pretty cool. This is really well made and professional. It's awesome. Like J7 makes a lot of good art, if I do say so myself. But yeah, it's pretty awesome, dude.
2 anorexic though.
2 anorexic. No, I mean it's pretty accurate. Pretty accurately jacked. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, I really fuck with a lot of their art. Oh god, I'm exposing that I retweeted so much of it. It's over. God,
actual pedophile.
I'm not one. You know what? I just realized, J7. You haven't done one for Samuel. You gotta do an art piece for Samuel, and then maybe he'll be like a lot more humble, a lot more kind, a lot more calm.
Yes, I will, of course.
Yeah, but like you gotta do it like normal Sam. If you do something like what Zombie did and made like him into like a Brody, I think he's gonna crash out at you.
I want art that like if people do art field, I want it be art that I could put somewhere, not that will get me on a register somewhere.
The character you were thinking of is Dick Dastardly. Lol. Awesome. What the fuck did I join back to? What do you mean?
Make Sam goth. Do not make me goth.
Yeah. So you see, there's gonna be me, there's gonna be Ant, there's gonna be Sam, and then we're all gonna be like, Kiss Band, the Kiss Band members.
Don't you fucking dare make me goth.
Yeah, dude. You see, look at his character already, dude. Like he's already fully white. Yeah, he's begging to be goth.
Look, maybe draw me as like the Flash or something cool, right? Don't draw me as a goth, right?
Flash. Would that
Sam better have kept that brony. Well, I get reminded of it constantly, zombies, so it's fine.
I think like the funniest thing is like when we like posted like the pics in like the group chat, the fucking Ultron posted theirs flexing it. I'm like, it's not something to be proud of, bro.
I mean, a better brony.
What about Amos? Amos could be the 4th member. Okay. Me, Sam, Ant, and Amos are all Kiss. All right, we're all gonna be. we're gonna be the goth band.
Can we remove Yen's mod for saying make Sam an alt scene girly?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is. It sounds awful.
What the fuck is an alt scene girly? Is that like code for femboy? Like my boyfriend is now in chat. W. But God, I still gotta go over like more of this jar call. This call is like 2 hours, and I've been like derailed so badly that I've only got through like an hour of it, and I've been streaming for over 2 hours.
What call are you even going over?
This is the one that like Ratsui had. This was like the one that like was like 10 days after I interviewed Jar, and it was like shown in like the op block or whatever, right? A while back. The only reason why I didn't go over this before, was because I got tired of covering Jar for like 2 weeks, so I did FCK. So I was like, I'm tired of this retarded man. I'm gonna cover child grooming. So yeah, as you
fun.
as you do. Okay, can someone explain what alt scene even means? What
why And it would go crazy. And J7, bro. Great. Yeah,
What is Sam's
to be
character?
great.
Just wondering. Uh oh. They want your character, little bro.
You could, I've not seen the reference. You can find references everywhere. It's my profile when like with my blue jumper with my hair and like
Yeah,
usually
I'm just
sometimes I've got
famous.
no. Sometimes I've got a trash can on my head, like a trash can lid on my head,
I think
depending.
I think
Who
YOLO
draws?
unironically came in clutch for like your best artwork. But
Look it up, damn it. Are you talking to yourself or are you talking to me? Because I don't need to look up my own art.
they're they're telling you to get.
Oh, you talking to seeing girly thing? What is that? Yeah.
So
Almost forgot we were in that conversation.
so alt scene is kind of like, and then it's okay. Fuck you, Yen. Fuck. Scene is almost like emo, just a lot more colorful. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I'm gonna look up alt scene.
What is alt scene girl? That is awful. That is actually diabolical.
It's like, alt. Only if we had Raven here, I feel like she would know. Let's see. What the fuck is that? What the hell? I'm just looking at this. This is, oh my god. This is,
I actually hate you all.
God, this reminds me of that like one girl AJ listened to. Fuck me. Oh my, fuck me, dude. What the hell? I think there's people unironically like this that exist. That's gay. Also, what's up, Nine Takes? Yeah. Good job.
Oh,
My fucking hell. Dude, it looks like a rainbow just threw up on a girl, dude. What the fuck is this alt scene shit?
I just farted if you guys even care.
Nobody cares. Go back to
If you even
Himpleton
care, I
stream.
just farted.
Go back
I just farted if you even care.
Go back to Himple stream.
Do you even care?
We care, buddy. I'll draw a normal Sam in the scene, Sam. Go ahead.
Okay.
She doesn't even care.
I care a lot about your Sponker coverage.
Doesn't even care about me. Oh, he doesn't care.
No spine takes. What's up?
He doesn't even care.
Yeah, that's literally Birdie's
Oh,
aesthetic. Oh god.
The fart just came out.
Oh god, that's why they brought it up. You guys are fucking evil. You guys are diabolical. They brought it up because of it's Birdie's aesthetic. They suck.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. I hope you guys have a great stream.
Thank you, little bro.
I farted.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
If you wanted to hit me up about that.
Can you donate $100? It'd be pretty cool. Haha.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, you could.
Will you shave your mustache?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
On camera?
Yeah.
No, you won't.
I'm scamming him.
Fuck!
God. Fucking
God, we really need to remove Yen's mod. Sam, you're so girly pop kitten.
Hey, Yen, we don't use the vocab here. Also, Sam, what do you think of the cool stream setup?
What is your cool stream, sir?
It's literally just like a black bar on the bottom and top, and just having my little goober character at the bottom right. So it looks a little bit more cleaned up.
You really put a lot of effort into that, I can tell.
Oh yeah, I was just playing around with it, you know. God. Dude, this has been
really took you like a hot second.
This has been a bizarre stream. I've been making fun of like Excellent's old content. Ant tells me he's rock climbing and shows me evidence. Nine Ticks came by. Chris and Nark and Gilded like derailed in chat and gave me some shit. Like this has been a really odd stream. And I keep getting distracted. Normally it's my fault for derailing, but like so many people has derailed for me. So it's like it's not even my fault this time. I'm just going through jar coverage.
Oh yeah, what the fuck was that? Excellent video, bro. About kids, or like a kid when they don't want to get touched.
They're talking about like if we're going off the real plot, it's just someone who's uncomfortable with being touched. But like they made it like seem so horrible. They made it sound like the kid was getting raped. It's just so horrible. But I don't know.
It was unironically my first thought.
Yeah, it's you should check out some of their other skits. It's pretty cool.
It sounds great.
Yeah, you fuck with my tweet.
Yeah, your tweet's good, bro.
Dude, I wish I knew this knowledge like when I was in like the middle of beefing with him. But like someone in my chat like archived all their content and put it on like Internet Archive. So that's kind of funny.
Oh,
Yeah. What am I getting pinged in art tab for, bro? That's gonna be something evil, isn't it? What is this? It's not zombie. You didn't even do anything. Like you didn't even do. Is this supposed to be Shane Dawson?
what?
Look at like it's not even. You didn't. You just posted an image. Like I'm looking at art tab. What do you want, dude? I'm looking. This is just nothing.
Why is there one of you with the Impractical Jokers?
Because they're evil. God.
That's horrifying.
Face reveal. Yeah, that's definitely what I look like. Man, fucking hell. I gotta go back into the. I just realized the fucking goth art again. Alright, I gotta. Oh, it's Onision. I fucking fucked that up horribly. Okay, lol. Shane Dawson, Onision, potato. Okay. One likes cats, one likes kids. Okay, let's move on with the jar call. God, still got an hour and it's like 13 minutes. That's literally just an old Shane Dawson pick. Dude, I don't know, bro. Fuck me. You guys, I'm just going back to jar. Going back to jar. Fuck you.
Your robot has white features and blue eyes against you.
Yeah, I know. So like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and that's why I'm
not give a shit.
Yeah, not give. I think you're right. Like, don't respond to so many videos on me.
Like
But
I said, pick and choose your battles.
I get that. When it comes to that, I think you're right. I wouldn't like. You asked me would I respond to no one asked now. With all the videos on me, obviously not. I shouldn't give a shit, and I will agree.
Someone's
even if these videos weren't being made on me, I almost didn't respond to her to begin with.
What?
Look at
I just thought, hey, this would be great to put on my second channel, and unfortunately, that led me.
You did it for the content.
Fuck it, I'm drawing you. Thank you.
Draw him evil. Fuck, I don't want
Do
to.
not draw me evil.
Yeah, draw him evil. Draw him evil. He's gonna be evil. All right, I'm gonna
channel that no one really cared about, but then something snapped inside of me, and I made a whole bunch of videos on smaller channels.
There's no way he just used that wording.
Response videos are very easy to make.
Dude,
I've only meant to make one response video on my second channel, but then something snapped inside me, and I just kept making response videos.
there's no way he said that. Like, how does this guy take himself seriously?
That's great. I don't know what you mean, bro.
This guy sucks. Dude, I don't even know. Like this call has been interesting. It's been interesting. Not a lot really new besides like some context of like the 14-year-old girl that he defended. Like he keeps bringing up all the time. But it's kind of funny. But like I don't know. It's like he's very gay. Hope you snapped in. You don't want to see the good guy get angry. Yeah, fuck you, Yen. yeah, fuck me. All right, let's keep it going.
Response videos are so easy to make, and they're fun. It's fun to respond to people. I just wish I could have like the funnest drama I've ever had was the one with Doodle Tones because it was about Pokemon, and we were
stop fucking talking about Doodle Tones.
We were relatively even. I thought it was fair and fun.
That's funny. I mean, and yeah, I think it was. I thought that was fine. I didn't really see an issue with that personally, but I do know that there are people who like took your Pokemon video like the wrong way.
Oh yeah, they harassed Doodle Tones for literal years, like fucking years over this. And I actually came onto Doodle Tones' channel and said, I am tired of it. Stop talking about this.
What would happen if A-Space wasn't lame and gay? I guess we already see what that's like.
Like she diddled a kid.
I also think, and this is definitely going to help me segue into the next point, the next topic that I wanted to talk to you about. I think the main thing is because the vast majority of your audience, especially then, were children.
Are you sure?
Do you disagree?
I'm not going to use the sheep. I'm not going to use the
that's
sheep.
what I'm asking, bro.
Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure.
But it says it's 18 to 25. Yeah, everybody's audience fucking says that.
Are you super sure?
Yeah.
Kids using it to get around the 18
That's
plus
what they all
filter.
say, buddy.
Just wanted to rant about that for a second. I just hate it when people
do
do
not
that.
go for me.
But yeah,
bro.
like I'm sure a lot of my fan base are kids, but some of them I know for a fact were
Whoa.
adults, and some of them were autistic, and some of them were not. Adults can act like children sometimes.
Well, I do want to show you a few things. This isn't like as much of like a big important thing as
Shit,
the
you're
whole,
on tab, apparently.
brigading.
God, stop, Zabi. You're posting these gay videos that had nothing of substance, evil stuff. You're the reason we derail.
Why, hello, princess. Kitten, what's wrong?
What the fuck am I looking at in this art tab, bro?
Don't worry about it.
Put your phone on your tummy right now. I want to have a word with Mr. Uterus. Yes? Hello? Mr. Uterus? Are you that son bitch making my princess hurt? Stop that! Immediately, or prepare to face the freaking consequences.
This is so gay.
Okay, princess. It's under control.
Honestly, just reminds me of this meme.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like, hey, period cramps, your lunch is ready. Like, come on, dude. Like, don't be like that. Dear periods, leave her alone. Yeah, like it's just those memes. Yeah, it's so gay, so gay. Continuing the video, evil stuff.
Comments. I did actually go through comments, and I found people talking about like their age, for instance. This one is a little less like exact. It just says, "So this is coming from a former Jar fan. After I grew up, he kind of started rubbing me the wrong way. I thought
Yeah, I'm sure you have at least 50 of those. Like, I got a lot of those comments. Like, I was a kid and then I grew up and I no longer liked him.
Yeah.
There are also people who aren't kids who also say they don't like me anymore.
Yeah. And here's this one that says, you know, I remember watching Jar's videos when I was like 13 or 14. I was legit going down an alt-right pipeline, and thank God I stopped.
Oh my fucking God. What? I'm not part of the alt-right. It's always I hate the alt-right pipeline theory. Like, I always thought it was kind of dumb. It's like I was playing Minecraft.
We can talk about that after this point. Here's another one in all caps that personally comes off to me as a child writing it.
That's probably a kid or someone who has really bad dyslexia.
Mm-hmm. I also talked to quite a few people on Discord who were fans of yours, many of which said that, yeah, they were a teenager when they watched your stuff. And then, also in various chats and live streams, I talked to people, hey, you said you were a fan of Jar.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be children in this audience. Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I have a shitload of comments like this. I have a shitload of people saying, far more people saying they were fans of you when they were a teenager than, adults saying that they were used to be fans of you. So I do think that is a big contributor to the brigading, because kids just don't know how to fucking act on the internet.
Okay.
Or don't know how to act in general. So I'm not blaming you for the brigading. But I do think that you could have done more.
Well, yeah, if you make a video on someone, there's gonna always be like there's always gonna be a chance that an audience is gonna go after that person, even if you say don't. Like, that's just how the platform works. Like, they don't even have to be kids or not. Like, sometimes adults, like, who go on like vitriolic stances will still go after people and do like crazy shit to them. So it's like, I don't know, if that's the point being made, then yeah, it's whatever. It's there, I guess. No, I'm not part of the alt-right. I don't know, Jar. Lyle kind of says otherwise. What's your plans on getting into political content? I'd have to see his takes to see how alt-right he would be. Would be funny. I don't know. Ugh, let's see.
Or to mitigate it.
I feel like I've done more than most commentary channels. I've never heard.
I disagree. But I think it comes down.
I've never heard. Sorry, I'll let you finish. I'm being rude. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I personally think that it is more nuanced, more black and white than just, I was telling them not to do that kind of thing. It does get to a point where, like, eventually you just need to stop fucking talking about that person. Don't make a video on them. Don't bring them up in other videos. Don't even insinuate about them. Because your audience has the memory of a fucking goldfish. They'll forget about it in time. And I do personally think that you have a bad habit of bringing up old stuff in your videos to use as points. I don't necessarily think you're reviving the drama every time, but it is because the fact that you do comment on these things and use them as examples that it...
Yen, what? God damn it, what's an art tab this time? You are all derailers. You cannot accuse me of being a derailer and then do this. What is this, Yen? What the fuck? My belly...
God.
You are gay, Yen. Holy fuck. This is actually evil. My god. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'll keep it going. Fucking, there's like an hour and 6 minutes left.
It does kind of throw sticks back on the fire kind of thing.
I get that.
Okay.
I get where you're coming from when it comes to that. I think I do. Like, people have told me I make comparisons way too much, and I can understand where they're coming from when it comes to that.
Honestly,
And
and I do think that there is a bit of parasociality to that as well.
oh yeah, there's always some
Because
parasocial relationships when it comes to
well,
YouTubers.
specifically more of like when you bring up these old like dramas that you've been in, you're bringing up names and situations that the only people who are really going to understand who you're talking about or remember the situations you're talking about are people who have been around for a long time and who are very parasocial. And it kind of like bolsters their parasociality in a way, which I think also adds fuel to the brigading. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
But I never intended for anything like this to happen, and I've been trying to be a better YouTuber and not make as many responses. I mean, I've only made, to my situation, one response so far. But I have to admit, it's very annoying, extremely annoying, when I see someone make like a whole buttload of videos on me, and then I respond once, and then there's just someone saying shit like, "Oh, Jar's dog whistling to their audience, his audience, for them to attack this person." And it does annoy me. I won't lie.
I think that
Like,
also goes into, like I said, the parasociality of it. Some of the things that you said, like for instance, using old drama as examples, it can be a bit of a dog whistle to the parasocial people that follow you, whether you intend it or not.
yeah, I've just been told that even about my what do you call it? What's her name?
Yeah, honestly, with the whole like audience brigading people point, it's like we kind of that's just naturally gonna happen. I don't know, like you might have stressed on this a bit too much. I don't know. I don't really. It's kind of obvious what happens. You make a video on someone, people are naturally gonna go after them, even if you like say not to. It's just gonna happen. No matter what you do, and even if like yeah, if he's like making a video on smaller channel, yes, they're gonna be overwhelmed regardless. I just personally don't care too much because it's like if a smaller channel is like saying slanderous things, it's like then yeah, they definitely deserve to be called out regardless. I don't care about channel size. Um, but yeah, it's it's whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
I talked about my thumbnail artist, what she said about me when she leaked those voice clips of me, and I said next time you leak something out, make sure to delete your response. It was, you know, the person's name. Someone commented that I was like, someone said, "Oh, seems like Jar is dog whistling to his audience to attack someone on his behalf again," and I was like, "How am I dog whistling? Like, what is this?"
And I think I can definitely see why what you said and when you said that it did come off as a threatening thing, which I think is a great way to segue into the very next thing that I wanted to talk to you about.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to take a breather with this, I'm totally fine with that at any point. I want you to be comfortable and I want you to be honest with me. How do you feel about the call between you and Mally being leaked?
Oh boy.
Kind of weird that it happens 4 months after my drama started, in my opinion, but you know, if it's leaked and I personally think she's in the wrong, but I'm sure plenty of people personally think I'm in the wrong. If she was as confident as she was, I think she should have leaked it sooner, but it's whatever at this point.
I don't personally agree with that. I think it was more of a fuck it, I'll leak it kind of thing because Jar's still talking about me. At least that's the perspective I got from it. If I was in Mally's position, then I would understand that.
Yeah, because Mal was talking about me. And it wasn't just Mal bringing up her points. It was like a lot of people about the VidCon stuff. So I was like, hey, let me respond to this. And I barely even spoke about her.
It was more of a situation where I think she felt like you were, her points were don't talk about private things and don't lie about me.
I don't think I lied about her, and I don't think I talked about private things.
I don't remember you said anything. I don't think that you like lied about her. I could be misremembering. I honestly don't.
I mean, this is this thing with like the Mally shit. So like, Jar like claimed to have like an issue with the video, but like it like failed to give an example, but then just kept like saying, "What you're giving your credibility to it with having the big platform you have." So it's like, it was just really dumb. I don't know. Also, what is this? What the hell? Okay, this is just gay. Fake news, gay, evil stuff. Gonna continue.
But it is entirely possible that some of the things that you said about her, about the VidCon stuff, might have been meant to be private. Once again, all this stuff is out there in the public.
I responded to public things like that. I believe that was already mentioned in other people's videos.
Okay.
I don't leak DMs almost ever. I've only leaked one DM between me and Lyle as far as I can remember, and I asked him for permission to do that.
Okay.
I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm getting annoyed.
No, you're allowed to feel annoyed.
Yeah, I am annoyed. I won't lie about that part, but it does come across as people saying, "Well, X did this, and they're valid to feel that way, but it's not okay for me to do that." I don't mean to sound like a big baby, like everybody's skating up on me. I don't mean
No,
to come across that way,
I
but it
think
really,
that's
huh?
fine. I was just gonna say I think that's fine. If people are actually making you feel like you're not allowed to feel upset or frustrated or annoyed or mad, fuck them. But you also have to remember, Mally is allowed to be angry too.
Of course she is. I never said she wasn't.
I know.
Like everybody, like I never, I don't believe I even implied she wasn't allowed to have her feelings about me. She is. I just think it's kind of annoying that you wait until after I'm in trauma to leak something. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm just like, wow, kind of weird how much shit people will leak about me once it's convenient. Like
It
if
could
you
have
have that
been.
much,
I honestly, I've never spoken to Mally. I cannot speak for her. I don't know what's in her mind. I don't know how she feels about it. I don't know what the reason was for her leaking it. I think she's allowed to leak it whenever the hell she feels like she's allowed to leak it. And I feel like
oh
if she feels justified in
well,
leaking it, she's allowed to feel that way.
legally speaking, she can leak it whenever. I just think it's a little bit cowardly to wait for someone to like you wait for someone's downfall to happen
I
and
don't think
then
it's
you leak
cowardly at
it.
all.
Okay, well you're allowed to have that opinion.
What, I'm not allowed to kick you in the knee while you're laying on the ground in pain?
No, you are allowed. I just said you are.
Okay. So, did you uh okay, I want to make sure that I'm phrasing this in a way that doesn't sound like I'm accusing you of anything. What was your intention with the comment towards Mally about, I'm trying not to paraphrase because I just genuinely don't remember the exact words of it, about the gun?
To me, it was no different. What I said was no different than saying, "I'm not holding a gun up to your head." Like I just worded it slightly differently. But if you think I'm actually threatening her with a gun, then you're allowed to have that opinion. I don't think I was threatening her with a gun. I didn't even own. I don't bring guns with me on planes.
Right.
When I fly to a different state, it's pretty difficult to do that. I even said that's not what I'm doing in the comments.
Yeah, but like that's just really weird. Like, I don't know. Like to bring it up like that again. I get you're socially awkward and shit, but that's like me being like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna dox you." It's like, okay, why'd you even bring it up? Like, what were you thinking about it? That's kind of like the line of logic. Like people probably come with it. It's like it's just really dumb to say. But yeah, other than that, it's like I could definitely see like how they took it a little rough. Duh, fucking hell.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I thought I left the cool.
Thank God.
Yeah, and what do you mean, thank God?
Yeah.
Buddy. But I've always just used this as an opportunity to say trash talk's coming back.
Okay,
But I've got to
bro.
get the gift. So,
Okay.
I appreciate that platform. But anyway, I'll speak to you later. Have fun with your rest of your fucking jar shit.
Yep. Have fun, little bro.
Bye bye, bro.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you. God. All right, let's try to power through the rest of this.
Comment.
Do
I said,
you
yeah.
do you regret saying that to Mally?
Considering her reaction, I would say yes. I didn't know she would have that reaction to it.
Do you regret it because of her reaction?
Yes. I'm not lying to you. That's exactly why.
Okay. I mean, I'm not like accusing you of lying to me. I just genuinely wanted to know. When you, and if I have my timeline correct, you were not in a relationship when you were when you first had the conversation about meeting up with her at VidCon. Is that
No,
correct?
it was not.
Okay.
Yes.
What?
I also had no. I did not have any romantic interest in her, at least as far as I can remember. But it's whatever.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I didn't have any romantic interest in her for as long as I can remember. Why do you have to add that part? So, is there like a chance you did? Is there? Are you thinking that there's going to be evidence out there that might disprove that? Is that why you added that in? Like that's a little odd. Like what do you mean by that? What do you mean?
What was your intention behind asking her to come back to your room?
I was legitimately making a joke. I even said "lol JK" at the end.
What would you have done if she took you up on that offer?
Probably told her I was just joking. Probably would take me a second to realize she was serious. If she said, "Oh yeah, I would love to do that," I would probably think she was joking at first.
So, if you don't want to answer this question, I completely understand, and I know you are in a relationship now, and I know that Mally has no interest in you, even to be friends with you at this point, for sure. If you would have been in a situation. Actually, let's go ahead and take Melly out of the equation in general. If you were having that kind of conversation with someone else, and you made that joke to them about going back to your room, and they said yes, specifically if it was a woman, another content creator at VidCon, and basically took your joke up as an offer, how would you feel about that?
Well, first I would kind of feel like a stud, like, wow, awesome.
Okay.
But then I would explain to them that, like, it was just a joke, but, you know, maybe we can hang out a bit and, you know, see where things go from here. But it's also just not, but I probably wouldn't follow through with anything because it's just an unnecessary risk to have a sexual meetup with someone at a convention. It's just an unnecessary risk because, like, I've seen what happens to YouTubers when they do that. They get into trouble or deal with allegations, and I would rather not put myself in that situation.
Okay, buddy. I'll take that wonderful pause to look at this art. What is this, bro? Nobody knows I'm a lesbian. Zombie, calm down. Alright. I am a based incel. Okay. That is how it goes. I am an emo based awesome Chad incel. Yep, I'm Chad Cell. Fucking hell.
Okay. And once again, you don't have to answer this question. But if it were a situation like that, and as soon as you were behind closed doors, the woman became very sexually aggressive, how would you respond to that?
Sexually
Knowing
aggressive?
that this all started from you making a joke.
First, I would be baffled. I would be baffled that this led into this kind of situation. I wouldn't expect that to ever happen. And so far, my entire life, that has never actually happened. And I don't think it ever will happen. I would probably first ask if she had any mental illnesses, because, like, that's the only way I could see this situation happening.
So,
damn, Shotty, you mentally ill? God.
I appreciate you being, like, candid about those responses.
But yeah, I don't think that would happen.
Hold on a
I've never
second.
even heard.
Take a deep breath.
And I never.
Okay.
And I never even heard of something like that happening before.
All right.
I mean, I guess I don't really see anything inherently wrong that if, like, you know, having sex with a woman if you're single, but, like, obviously you could say it's reckless, but I mean, like, and I guess if it's just someone you met, I don't personally roll that way, but, like, if I'm looking at, like, a bigger picture grand scheme of things, I wouldn't ultimately care. I guess if we're looking at this like an isolated situation, like if he just happened to like pick up a chick, right, and then like she like was interested in him, and then they just tried doing a date, and then it just turned to a one night stand, it's like, yeah, that just happens so normally. Like here, it's like, I don't know, it's I don't roll that way, but I'm not gonna get on somebody else's case for it. It's whatever. I don't think Mally would have ever done that, and I don't think he would have done anything to Mally if she showed up. Like if she did show up and they got drunk, I don't think he would have done anything. I personally don't even know or think that he would have had any attraction to her. They made it very clear that they didn't like each other. That would be such a weird twist if they ended up like, you know, banging. Like that'd be really fucking weird. Lol. And I don't think he would, you know, do anything that would be forceful either. Like that just seems like way out of character for him. But yeah, asking if Mally had mental illnesses, like what? I don't know, lol. I've got to ask these questions way differently, but it's less of a one night stand thing and more of an essay situation. I mean, yeah, but yeah, even if I'm like running down that logic, I just don't know if like I get why you're asking the questions, right? But like I don't know what if Jar would ever like do that. That's just so, I don't know, that seems kind of out of character for the guy. I don't know. I guess like if you both get drunk, you know, it's like fuck, things happen, but I just don't see him like doing that. That's just so that's just so crazy. And I removed Mally from the situation because I didn't want to like imply that I thought Mally would rape him. Only in call, not in real life. But yeah. God, she got them grippy socks real. Yeah, fucking hell.
I do appreciate you being candid. Once again, I know you are in a monogamous relationship right now. This is a kind of like what if scenario, like if the tables were turned kind of situation. Because the point I'm trying to put across to you is that the jokes that you make can be absolutely interpreted as invitations.
I think the problem also though, with like switching it up with like Jar and Mally, right? Let's say like, let's like remove them from the equation. If it's a guy and a girl, right? If a guy is making a joke and like, offering a girl to come back, right, to their place and then they do stuff, right? The guy is going to be kind of looked at like, a creep in the woman's perspective, and like that's obviously going to be a red flag for the woman to do. That's just risky behavior. Meeting up with someone that you haven't met, that's just gonna how it's gonna be perceived. It's risky. You shouldn't put yourself in a vulnerable situation, especially getting drunk with a stranger. You shouldn't do that. However, if the roles were reversed, I could still say it's reckless, but the guy is gonna get more like pats on the backs and high fives and being like, "Wow, damn, she invited you, and you went that far. Damn, my man, like, oh yeah, good job, man." Like it's just going to be seen way differently. In the woman's perspective, it's always going to be seen as like this guy is, is suspect and creepy and like it's the action's reckless. And the other way, it's always going to be seen as the guy is lucky and, wow, he has some crazy talent. It's still reckless on both ends. It's just perspective seen from like friend groups, definitely for sure. 100%. Are you going to watch the whole thing? Yeah, probably. Why not? I'm going later than I normally do, aren't I? Yeah, it's whatever. I got nothing better to do right now. I haven't slept in a while, so who cares? What's a few more hours? But yeah, continuing.
I understand that.
And
now, like obviously now I do.
I mean, yeah, I'm glad you understand now. And in those particular situations, do you understand now why the ACC girlies reacted the way that they did to you?
Not fully. I can understand some of their hangups with me. It's just I've never had a situation like this with any other YouTube community reacting to me like this.
Well, from the sound of it, it's the first time that you've ever had a big YouTube community treat you as anything but indifferent or like a villain.
Well, I've felt it's always been this community. It's always been.
Yeah.
I mean, like the way this all started. The first was someone implying that I was a pedophile and into the 14-year-old, and I demeaningly called her dollface after a long back and forth, like, "Calm down, dollface." She said, "Fuck you, I'm married," and blocked me, and I was like, "Okay, that was weird." And then the dollface dramas happened, and that's really how my drama started. Just calling a 30-plus-year-old woman dollface as a demeaning way.
I mean, it is demeaning, and it's very sexist.
It was supposed to be. It was supposed to. Well, I would rather. I'm going to be honest here. Being accused of being a pedophile by someone who has a much bigger follower count than you is less bad than dealing with sexism, in my book.
I mean,
it just makes sense why people would hang on to something like that, because it's just one of those things that's blatantly sexist. I think it's important to internalize what you went through with the ACC. Do you feel like you made a lot of mistakes in that situation, in those situations in general?
Which one?
All of them. Your entire time interacting with the ACC.
Of course he's going to feel like some mistakes.
I think my biggest mistake was ever interacting with them in the first place. That was the biggest one. Because, like...
Does that mean that you regret the friendships that you formed?
Yes. Every single one of them.
Rip Lio Convoy, lol. Rip his dad.
Don't like this. I've always tried to find a peaceful solution. I've tried... Like, I did not make the first video on Doodle Tones. I did not make the first video on Junkie. I did not make the first video on pretty much any of them. It's always been me responding or me trying to be friends with them, and then I say something that upsets them, and things escalate from there, and I don't know what I can do, because like I was trying to talk things out with them a handful of times, but it never seems to work. And I think if I ignore them, they're upset. I mean, you've seen what people like Akumu have dealt with the sexual harassment claim and the out of context screenshots he had to deal with, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, every DM of mine has been leaked, and there's no images of me saying, "Can you send me nudes?" or anything of the sort. Like, I really don't think I've been a bad guy.
But more so, regardless of how you feel about meeting them in the first place, even if you don't feel like you're necessarily a villain in this situation, do you feel like you made mistakes along the way?
Of course. I'm just a robot. No, I'm only human. Obviously, I'm going to make mistakes.
Do you feel like
Well, yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I kind of like dislike how he like frames himself as like this oh so innocent guy that just sometimes just bumps into controversy. And I you know what, man, I'm just kind of a victim in all these situations, bro. You lied to my face, dude. You lied to Beckett's face. You lied to a lot of people's faces. You lied to a lot of, like, just to cover your own skin. You're not little Mr. Innocent. You're not misunderstood. You're protecting your skin by lying through your teeth. All right, you fucking suck.
The way that they reacted to you was justified.
Not completely. No, I don't think it's like, okay, Mal saying I fucked up when I said, oh, come on, can we please meet up as much as I said? That was my bad. I'm 100% in the wrong when it comes to that. I don't think the handshake being blown to proportion up to the point where it's literally animated and brought up over a year later.
Now, to be fair, that handshake, the reason why it's blown up is because Kumo over dramatized it, and it became kind of a joke.
Yeah.
With you being
Kumo
the butt
did?
of the joke. Yeah.
Kumo did? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, isn't that interesting? So he claimed that, I don't know. Would there be evidence against that? Because he 100% blamed Ponder for the narrative. So he was just unaware that Kumo spread it on the Chud Street and Himpleton stream? I mean, I guess so. I guess in the Himpleton calls, he never really brought it up either, like, to my memory. That's really weird. You would think that he would pick up on something like that or know about it. What do you lie to me about? Well, specifically, like, I'm just gonna be blunt. Like, the thing he lied about is he didn't, like, it was like he had like this first what was it? His first draft with the Cine video. He calls her a groomer, right? And understands that she's a groomer and goes by the logic of, well, this is like the first case I've seen of this, but like, yeah, no, it's grooming. And then he like takes it back, like in his like later video, and says, oh, it's yeah, no, it's definitely not grooming. But like his defense for everyone in public that he would say to is he just genuinely didn't know that that's how grooming worked, despite him literally like explaining it and understanding it in the video. So he got like caught red-handed with that. I know there's like a couple other things, but like that's like the easiest one I can remember at the top of my head. Yeah, he had no clue Kumo shared it. Yeah, ball. Fucking hell. But yeah, Kumo definitely got details in the story wrong too, as well. Lol. Yeah, keeping it going.
You didn't know that?
Ponder. No, I did not know that. This is news to me.
It was
listen, I haven't been.
Ponder never once said your name in that original video.
I know she didn't.
And it was Kumo who did say your name first. He was in a stream. I want to say it was. No, it wasn't Himpleton that he was in a stream with. It was somebody. It might have been Lyrics. But he was in a stream with someone, and he said
Lyrics would never be caught dead with Kumo. That'd be so funny though.
That he basically described the situation in a much more over dramatized way, in my personal opinion, compared to
the guy who called me a rapist described something I did as over dramatized. Get out of town.
Yeah, baby.
Regardless. And this is before he called you a rapist. But he did over dramatize. He retold the story that Ponder told in an over dramatized way. Kumo was the one that gave the YouTuber in the story Ponder told a name, your name. Kumo was the one that said that you like held onto her hand. Kumo was the one that said that you laughed creepily.
I remember Ponder saying that in a video. Like I walked away laughing maniacally. Like I laughed,
No.
but not until I laughed.
She didn't describe it as laughing maniacally.
Oh well, someone did.
It was Kumo.
For sure.
It was all Kumo.
Well, where do you get that narrative?
I sat down, noticed her next to me, knew she didn't know who I was.
I'm aware of your side of the story.
Yeah.
And I'm aware of her side of the story as well. I've actually listened to it multiple times now.
Yeah,
it was Kumo that lit the match between you and Ponder.
Yeah, well, someone must have told him, and I just...
Yeah, wait till he finds out it was Lio. And then only Lio told him because only Lio knew about it because you told Lio.
I just think the whole situation has been blown out of proportion because, and because, like, I know you've told me that you're not the biggest fan of Ponder. You have your own issues with her, and
I mean, I have issues with everybody.
I know.
Ratsui has issues with everybody, even me. Oh no, it's so over. Nah, I don't care. But with Ponder, I wonder if like anyone still talked to them about those things with the FCK shit. If they did, I want to like take a look at that. But just like the three like big questions, if you would. I'm kind of curious if anyone asked them about that. But yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll check with other people. We'll see.
It's just, it's a handshake. It's not.
I
And
mean,
then they said things like I was hunting them down at VidCon and following them around.
I
And
wouldn't be surprised if you're an awkward dude, my guy.
yeah, but like, I saw them running up the escalator. I did.
Yeah,
And
because
I
they
was like,
probably
whatever.
wanted to not interact with you, and that's totally fine.
Yeah, but I was just walking, and then I saw them run up, and I was like, well, way to be stealthy. And then I just kept on walking. I walked away from the escalator, as I can remember.
I mean, I don't think it really matters. Your side, her side. To me, what I personally have interpreted from your side and her side, and like the people that were actually there, the stories that the people who were actually there have told have always been, yeah, Jar was there. He was a little creepy and awkward, but it wasn't like that big of a deal. We just really didn't want to deal with him. And
I think Harley was a little bit overdramatic. If I'm gonna be real, I think Harley was a bit overdramatic because like he was like, "Oh, I fucking hate Jaw.
Joy fucking sucks, man. I fucking hate Jaw. Just a robot. I'm burning the bridge. I'm cutting it off. All right. This guy was a creepy stalker.
Like, dude, I think he was a little. I think he was a little much. Yeah, your avatar super. Yeah, fuck you, Ratsui. Fuck you.
And that was that. That has always been my interpretation of it. It was
Okay.
always Kumo who added on the creep factor. It was always Kumo.
It's just I've received so many comments like you violated their boundary.
I'm trying to like express to you that that was a very unfortunate situation that somebody who was malicious took advantage of. And you have every right to be upset about somebody like speaking ill of that situation. But unfortunately, the fact of the matter is that your ire was turned towards the wrong people.
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've heard them say things about that. I mean, like the whole thing.
It was never public, though. It was Kumo who made it public. That's the issue. And honestly, I don't know if I fully believe that you don't know that Kumo said it, because I'm gonna be blunt. How the fuck did you hear Kumo's narrative word for word and not, like, where'd you get it from? If you simply watched Ponder's video, you wouldn't have got that narrative. Like, just doing, like, literally, like, a few minutes of research. I don't know how the fuck you bumped into this situation. It seems, like, very easy to avoid.
Was animated. Like, I remember Ponder. I know this for a fact.
Ponder and she drew you as, like, a sexy elf.
He said he thought Jar was dangerous and didn't deserve a platform. Lol. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Which, flattering, I must say. I wish I was that attractive in real life. Like, me squeezing her hand, and I was like, I'm pretty certain I let go of it as soon as I revealed who I was. And I didn't forward.
I'm confident that she did not use the word squeezing. I'm confident that the word she used was clasp, which doesn't necessarily denote like a strong grasp of her hand.
I have a pretty firm handshake. My parents were obsessed with that, but like,
yeah, but I don't think she implied that you squeezed her hand.
I remember her saying that, but let's not get into details. We can double check on our own time each. Yeah, but
I'm not trying to like argue with you.
The point is, I don't think what I did was wrong or malicious, and honestly, I kind of thought it was funny.
And
like her reaction going, "Oh my god!" when I revealed who I was. I don't regret it.
I mean, I think I should leak this clip. I don't know how much you guys really care about Jar stuff. Maybe I'll leak it on Twitter later. But he told me like he wanted to like go to Ponder, right? And I think he was like genuinely considering, you know how like iDubbbz went up to like Tanamangu and just like hey Edward, you know, he was planning to like do something similar and go up to Ponder and be like, it's Jar or some bullshit like that. Or no, I think he said something like say Akumu or some bullshit like that. And it was gonna be really funny. It was either that and like I'm trying to remember if it was that or you know what, then like he said something like he was gonna go up to Ponder and randomly ask, did you see Akumu's video on you, and just walk away. And it's like that would be really funny. I don't know if you really care about those clips, but it would be maybe if you really want. Leak it now. I crave the Jar. You know, I'll leak it after stream if I have time. I gotta look for it again. But yeah, this is funny stuff. God.
Ponder did not think what you did was malicious at all. Nowhere in her video did it sound like she was implying what you did was malicious. It was just a silly story about an awkward dude.
Okay, here's the thing. thing she said afterwards, like, oh, if he just waited there, he could have found the people he was looking for at VidCon. Yeah, no shit. That's why I didn't stay there. I could have, but I didn't because I realized Val didn't want to see me. So I was like, I'm going to shake Ponder's hand.
I personally interpreted her saying that, and I feel like a lot of other people have interpreted her saying that as clearly this guy wasn't malicious. He was just really awkward.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
I mean, you're allowed to not agree. And for all we know, we could be giving Ponder way too much of a benefit of a doubt.
I certainly think you are, but I think they were looking for an excuse to paint me as a creep, and that's what they used.
I mean, you kind of were a creep.
By shaking someone's hand, I think that's like one of the least.
I just think I wouldn't be surprised if I was there with them and I saw the I've met a lot of dudes like you, and I've had a lot of dudes like you fawn over me in the past. I am very familiar with the kind of dude you are, not meaning to stereotype you. But yeah, you come off to me as somebody who's probably very socially awkward and maybe even a little accidentally creepy. Was that your intention? No, probably not.
It's just all my DMs have been leaked. Where's me asking for people to send me their nudes or, hey, you want to see some revenge porn or anything like that? I'm really not that sexual of a guy.
I mean, the main reason why I asked you the questions that I did about, the hypothetical situation of like the woman coming to your room is because I had a feeling I knew how you were going to answer. The way you answered was that you would think it was really weird if she actually took you up on it.
I would, because
you're awkward as fuck, my guy.
Well, I am awkward, but I would not assume that someone would take me up on that offer. Like, oh, he said lol JK at the end. That means he's serious. And, I really want to try out his joystick. I would be very confused.
Okay, bro. Oh my god.
But it's a metaphor for.
Okay, bro. Okay,
I was trying to bust out laughing this entire time. Why did you do this to me?
Well, I like making people laugh.
Yeah, I know, and I like making people laugh too, and I like laughing. And I think you're genuinely a funny dude, even if you are the joke most of the time. I have never in all of this felt like you were a malicious person. However, there were times through all of this that I felt like you did act maliciously.
Oh, I don't disagree with that.
What?
When someone wrongs me, I do have a desire to get even with them or whatever, but even then, when I don't want to hurt this person in the same way they hurt me. If someone tries to flag my channel down or get me doxxed, I'm not going to desire to do the same to them because that's fucked up. Like some say I'm getting revenge mixed up with closure, and maybe I am. Maybe I'm just trying to get closure, because when I talked about the video about my past, I still let someone who really wronged me say their piece because they were attacked by the same group right after I left. And once one of the main people apologized to me for what they did all those years ago, all my anger and hatred towards them pretty much disappeared.
Yeah.
So, Char, if I went into your DMs right now and said, I'm sorry for leaking the Templeton calls, it would just disappear and then we could talk again? Aw. Dude, fucking hell. Doesn't help this case. This includes the voice message to Kubo. Yeah, it's real. To be honest, I know I said I was gonna finish this earlier. I'm probably gonna Thuman interview it and just finish the rest tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next time I stream. I'm getting a little tired and I don't want to just be yeah, this is I don't want to do that the whole time. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit tired. I'd rather give a better reaction and more entertainment out of it. So yeah, spend less. Is Akumu a victim? Yes, Mid McBonman. Yes, he is. All right, well, I think that concludes what I'm gonna do. I'll finish it up next stream and just probably wrap it in with the Gilded North video, and we'll just have fun with that, dude. And I know the Gilded North video is gonna be interesting for sure. But yeah, remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for sticking around. The best part's IMO, the rest of it talking about ACC stuff. Yeah, we'll get into the rest of it the next stream. So we'll start off strong. But yeah, thank you guys. It's been fun. I'll catch you guys next stream. Hopefully it won't be another week. But yeah, see you guys and have a good night. Have a good night.